Yo, the moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Welcome to the seventh episode of Super Boss Brothers, hosted live on GDQ Hotfix, where every other Friday at 7 p.m. we're bringing you two fiercely skilled retro gaming veterans and pitting them against each other in a myriad of hand-picked challenges to find out who is the super boss. Before we introduce these two new players and get a little bit into how the show works, let's gloss over a couple GDQ announcements that you at home should be aware of, like, well, hi YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is pre-recorded content, and if you would like to support our live content, please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any of our Twitch channels that we have for free, hosted on this site. But also, you can only use the Prime Gaming for one channel only. Please consider using your Prime Gaming account to support the weekly GDQ Hotfix content. This Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your subscriptions and your bits, so we would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to support future broadcasts. Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 is right around the corner, January 3rd to the 10th, 2021. Schedule's now out. Prize submissions are still open until December 26th. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hey, John, brother John. Brother John, where are you?
I'm sorry. I fell in my chair. Okay, anyways.
Is the chair okay?
You know what? Is your chair okay? How about that? You know?
Who's George? Where's John?
But hey, y'all, it's another Friday. Here, dude, 2 weeks before the 25th, the year is coming to a close here. What is going on? More fun, hopefully, tonight. Again, thank you all for joining us on this Friday evening or Saturday morning, wherever you may be, or maybe early Friday afternoon, who knows? But yeah, we are ready for show number 7 of Super Boss Brothers. And again, as my brother said, 2 new players ready to tackle whatever is thrown in their faces tonight. If you're new to the show, what took you so long to find us? No, but we're glad that you're here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And maybe you go back and binge watch the other episodes, who knows? But tonight, 2 new players here stepping into the arena here. 2 really cool guys, and I think this should work out pretty well. We have Scavenger, somebody that we both kind of know a little bit, somewhat. Scavenger 216, someone that you may have seen in the past do some speed runs here on this very channel in the past. We have our little player cards here, and let's see what he knows. He says his favorite game is Zelda 2, and now I don't like him anymore. Yep, that has changed. All those years of me liking him is just changed because he likes Zelda 2. Did you like Zelda 2? Do you like Zelda 2?
The thing is, and I don't knock anyone liking Zelda 2, but how are you so like steadfast and adamant about like, all right, Zelda 2 hands down? I'm because everyone who's an enthusiast of Zelda 2 like will automatically be like, all right, yeah, automatic best game.
I like watching people play it. That's it.
And Scavenger as well, a really good Zelda 2 player if you see the speedrun times. So that's got to be the favorite. If you grind it for so long, there's got to be something you love about it, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, moving around for Zelda, favorite food is pad thai. Wait, that's not thai, that's Thai. You know, I don't speak good English sometimes, so I prefer sweet and sour chicken myself. Just saying. Pet peeve, up to jump in platformers. Oh my goodness, God! I guess he doesn't play any fighting games. You know, up to jump. Ooh. That's disturbing. It really is. That's just poor control. And
when was the last time you used an up button to jump, though? It's got to be like a Flash player game of the times of yore. Like,
I'm too old to remember that far back, man. Good Lord. And of course, is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes, it is. You know, I feel like we could have our own little, hour debate about the whole sandwich thing here.
It looks like we have 2 opposing views going into it.
I see this. I do see this.
Wonder if they're in the green room, like just kind of like peeping the stream preview. It's like, no, wait, hold on, wait. This guy's favorite game is Zelda 2, and he thinks a hot dog is a sandwich.
And oh man,
them's fighting words.
I was thinking the same thing, man. Throw down not to school you all in the playground by the swings, okay?
On the other side, we have Liam Atlas with the favorite game, the maybe the more correct opinion. I don't know. I like. Let's start some things today, John. Favorite game, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. That's everyone's favorite 2D Zelda, right? You know, the speed runs are great, the glitches are great, music, the locales, and definitely not Zelda 2.
I mean, I'm just coming off a rando stream myself of this game, so I mean, I'm a little biased. I mean, the feeling when no one likes Spirit Tracks. Where's the Spirit Tracks love at? Yeah, nowhere to be found apparently.
Oh. But I think Atlas's favorite food is something that a lot of folks can agree on. Arroz con habichuelas y pernil, also known as rice and beans with roasted pork shoulder. Gotta love the Latin home cooking.
I'm so glad it was translated, because you know sometimes I go into a restaurant that's not in English and I'm just like, what is this? I don't speak.
It's good. that's how you get a lot of like your Latin cooking palate, especially when growing up. I'll share a quick story with my mom. It's like every time there's like a spoonful of something, it's something different, but it's always something really good.
Me and beans. Yeah, we'll take out the whole Eastern Seaboard on that one. Nah.
Pet peeve: when people intentionally choose to remain ignorant about a game and then complain about it. The whole don't knock it till you try it. You know, you can't be able to fully knock Zelda 2 if you hadn't fully played it.
Man, did you watch it when I played Zelda 2 blind? Did you even know me yet?
I don't think so. I myself have the credentials for.
And
I have a first playthrough of Zelda 2 under my belt.
I do too, and I don't want to revisit that. Nope.
Maybe Scavenger. Maybe when we pull them up for any game choosing, which we'll get into how the game works in just a second. He can educate us a little bit. I know Scavenger 216. You know, shout out to the Northeast Ohio crew. I'm just busting them up a little bit. Speaking of busting up, let's see how these potential boss brothers can bust each other up in 7 new game challenges. In round 1, things will be only warming up, right, John?
Yep. If you are a veteran of watching our show, then you of course know that we have 7 rounds to play. Hopefully, we have all 7. In our first round, we have our special guest host, Bixby, who will be choosing from one of those 7 challenges. Of course, our players have no idea what they're going to play until literally the game gets picked. They are not prepped. These are not designed to be speed runs. They may be speed runners, but we're not going to give them nothing they can shine at. Well, not every episode anyway, let's put it that way. But generally speaking, they don't know what they're going to be doing, nor the goals. So let's not waste no time so our players can get set up for our first game. So there are 7 options, and we're going to have our lovely Bixby, who flew in from my hand on my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Okay. And we're going to ask for a number between 1 and 7, and that will be our first game, which is worth 1 point in our first round. In the second round, we double the points to 2. And of course, that last game, if we get to it, is worth a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Cinco. No. Via. No. Quattro. You know what? I should have prepared before I said this. Anyway, 4 points in the last game if we get to it. So, hey, Bixby, give me a number between 1 and 7.
1 second. Just double checking my math. All right. Looks like your number is 6.
There we go. 06 has been chosen as our first game of the evening. So we're going to reveal to you all and to our players what is behind game number 6.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, look at this.
This is like the only Mario Kart game that I have not played.
Yeah, showcasing the amazing ability of that Game Boy Advance sound chip. We are starting off with Super Mario Kart Super Circuit. Some people just call it Mario Kart Advance, but this is what it is. And our players will be playing on a 100cc. This is a points challenge here. So
Points.
yeah, all about the points here. Okay. So speed does kind of matter, but we're looking for points. So check it out. This game does have 5 cups. One you have to unlock for being really, really good. But all we worry about are the first 4 cups that are already unlocked. And their goal is to basically earn as many points as possible. You all know how this game generally works in most Mario Karts. The higher you finish a race, the more points you get. So our players can start on whatever course they want. They can use whatever character they want, but they need to get as many points as possible. Okay. This is like OG Mario Kart. If they run out of lives and fail to finish at least 4th in every track, you know, they have to start over. They will fail the cup.
Ooh.
So if they fail the cup, they can retry it. However, they will not get any more points for the levels they've already played. So if they say game over on the 3rd track, we'll keep the scores of their first 2, but they got to get back to track 3 to get any more points for that cup. So 16 tracks are at their disposal here. And once they complete all 16 tracks, if they do, that's it. That's going to be their final score. But that's what they got to do, man. They got to get points. Again, 9 points for first. I believe it's 6 for second, 3 for third, and 1 point for fourth. Anything less is try again.
Absolutely fantastic. It really is a super circuit that we're having them go through. You get like, I'm excited to see what characters our competitors go through and choose as well.
Yeah,
I feel like there's like some like character weights and you know different like speed and acceleration. Like I don't know how in depth this is. Again, I hadn't played this much at all. Like I started like my Mario Kart journey through with like SNES, and then like I skipped obviously a lot, and then I came back with Double Dash. So
yeah, this one is definitely one that carries over from the original, which has the the heavy characters. Generally they're slow. They have slow acceleration, but when they get going, they have like the highest top speed. You've got the little guys, like Toad and Yoshi. They have the faster acceleration, but generally the lower, higher speed. Coins do matter. This is the game, one of the Mario Karts where coins do matter. Coins do increase your overall top speed. So if you get hit with no coins, like OG Mario Kart, you're just gonna spin out. So it should be interesting. Who they choose? Will they change characters? How much do you even know about this game at all? Who knows? I mean,
I don't know, but it looks like they readied up like pretty quickly actually. And if I know Scavenger, I'm probably gonna like err on the side of him, because I know he's extremely like competitive. He's a speedrunner. Like he does like a lot of races. When he did like live broadcasted content, he definitely went really hard in it. So
hey, is it race time? Literally, is it race time here?
It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
It's gotta be race time.
And by the way, those in chat, everybody in chat, again, this is the first round. Let us know in chat, what character would you be playing as if you were in this competition yourself? I mean, you have what you got? You got Toad, Peach, Yoshi, Luigi, Mario, Bowser, Donkey Kong, and Wario.
I was always a Toad fan. Like the lightweight characters, I felt like just like controlled a little bit better. And but that was just me though. So we're gonna have these two folks ready up on course select because they have to play through all of these courses and finish it within the top 4 in order to get points. So
yeah,
it's really interesting that like maybe Scavenger would like start on Star Cup instead. Like who knows? But I think they're gonna warm up a little bit with nice Yoshi pick right there. They both picked Yoshi actually, and Yoshi is a bit of a lightweight, so we'll see how well he handles in the Mushroom Cup. John, you want to start ourselves off for the very first challenge of the night?
Oh boy, I can't wait. Alrighty, here we go. Let's count down from what was the number? 13, 14. Oh, good old lucky 13. How about that? Here we go, you all. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh boy, it's a joy to see Mario Kart, I must say. Oh boy, Mario Kart Advance.
With them jaunty tunes.
Yes. Quite the jam here, I must say. But again, as you can see, the boost power here. So
round start boost, yeah.
Yeah, so for those who never seen this game before, we do have, of course, our good old question blocks that can drop any kind of item out, you know. You know how it works, red shell, blue shells are in Mario Kart Advance. You know, you got the ghost, stars, all the stuff you like to see. You can hop and obviously drift using the triggers on the GBA. This is on 100cc, so you don't go as fast, obviously, and the computer players are not as aggressive as they are on 150cc. As you can see, Scav using that star power to body poor little Toad. Poor little Toad. Both our players in first place, but yeah, that's how it works. Again, you know, it's Mario Kart. You know how it works, you know? I don't think the rubber banding is as bad in this game, especially on the lower class, but you never know.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit into like the nitty gritty of like the mechanics, and it feels like our two competitors are like a little bit of like the same. Like they first started off like trying to, you know, game the drift and see like if they undershoot, overshoot, because it's all a little bit different depending on the platform.
Yeah, and again, a little bit more challenging with the player too. Both of them using Yoshi, so not too hard to manage them. But again, if you can stay ahead in this game, I mean, generally, especially at 100, you should have no problem. You know, and if you're just a bad driver, well, rip, you know. But that's why we chose 100cc. We wanted to at least be able to get points in a not overly challenging way, you know. But so far, both our players are in first, I believe. 9 points for each of them. So keeping it somewhat close here.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be seeing it a little bit into like the later cups, the kind of like difference in the, you know, like the play styles. Like Mushroom Cup is pretty straightforward. Just like, you know, you're driving, you're making left turns. They're all pretty wide, gratuitous turns, and that might be it. What is the chance of the CPUs doing any dastardly things with the items here, especially in like 100cc?
I mean, 100cc is not too much of a problem, honestly. I mean, they can maybe, you won't see like many blue shell attacks per se in 100cc. You would see more of that on the higher cup. So you might get hit by like an occasional shell from a player behind you or something like that, or maybe they'll drop a mushroom on you. Once in a while, maybe a star, but definitely they're much more tame.
Oh, we got Toad creeping up on Atlas right here.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was close there. Yeah. So, but some reason I still swear that I'm still seeing the CPU are cheaters in these games. They have some of the most amazing dodges ever. I mean, it's like watching tasks from each individual CPU player at times, I swear.
It's not cheating, it's called jukes, John.
Okay, jukes. Like,
it's
so
called,
there's a lot of jukes happening here, okay?
Yeah. You gotta make it so that it's skillful gameplay, you know?
Oh, is that what we're calling the CPU players having skillful, man?
I'm trying to cast a game show here, and Toad, look at that Toad! Just
Toad is the thorn in Yoshi's side here.
He's like, yeah, you should have picked me.
You know, I'm a person that loves to use Toad, but you know, if the big people hit Toad, they just get knocked off the course like there's no tomorrow. You know?
He's so light in this game. Like, of course he can get like knocked around. Oh, and we got Peach overtaking Scab. So he's got to stay within that first place if and be on that par for points.
So far it's not too bad. They're doing pretty well. They got the first here, and it's like Scab has a pretty hefty lead over Toad. It's kind of funny how Toad is the problem for both players right now. That second place rival.
Toad will creep up on you. You know, once an ally of Mario before Yoshi in Super Mario World's time, Toad fought valiantly by Mario's side. I mean, eradicated the frog king, King Wart. Is that what his name was?
Yes, Wart.
What has Yoshi ever done? He's like, oh, I'm just scared. I don't even want to go in no ghost castles, you know?
Well, either because we keep killing him and just jumping off him in the middle of the jumps before the end of a level or something. You know?
Exactly. All I'm trying to say is that Toad is fearless, and I cannot wait to see that CPU later on in the circuit.
Oh my goodness gracious!
You gotta build backstory.
Maybe I should have chose 150cc. We could have some drama.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? Lightning round. If they unlock the special cup, we're gonna have our referee intervene.
Oh my goodness!
Have bump it up to 150.
Live on the fly.
If these two competitors stay on par for points, there must be a way to break the tie, and I say that is a way that we break the tie.
We break the tie by giving them 150cc.
Yes.
On
the special cup. I don't know what you call the special cup. I think it's the special cup.
Well, this one actually has 5 cups. So you have to unlock the last one. Actually. Okay. Which I don't know if they're gonna be doing. You know, I'm trying to remember the requirements for unlocking the last cup. Actually, is it one of the first? Yeah, because in this game it's mushroom, flower, lightning, and star for your main 4, and then special cup is the unlockable one.
Okay. Yeah. And as I'm sure, the last unlockable cup has got to be like a difficult series of tracks. So again, if we have to come to the tiebreaker, like it's got to come to one of those stages.
Ah, boy, here we go. Don't worry, I'm sure Nintendo code is some easy way to unlock it. I'm sure, right? You know, up, down, left, right, BA, start, L, R, or something, you know.
All right, looks like we got Atlas finishing up on this cup. Scavenger not too far behind, but we got the Toad just creeping up. I'm telling you, Toad just creeps up on.
You know? Yeah, I like the idea from the chat. We choose the stage. Well, that's going to be easy then. Shoot, we're going to choose the hardest one they have. Yeah. Wow, look at Yoshi getting so crispy over there. But nevertheless, Liam taking home the gold there with a flawless, just like Scav, man. 36-36. Look at these guys.
I like it. I like it. Bringing home the gold. Flawless victory.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Please don't do that anymore, okay?
Don't do that anymore. Don't. Do you just have a tub of helium at your disposal?
You see what happens when we get new toys? I know. Anyways,
we're heading on to the flower cup. Yeah, we're heading on to the flower cup.
Yep.
Atlas is already pretty far ahead into lap 1 of the first round. So Scavenger's gonna have to catch up. Yeah. It's not only you know, being quick about, you know, navigating like throughout the game. However, there's also the quick menuing. You know, having to navigate from, you know, race end to stage start.
I'll tell you what, Scav starting in the back here, but he's pegging people with these red shells.
Oh. This is where they become smart, the AI, and they're like, red shells can do what?
Yeah.
I bet. I bet.
Oh man. Oh, did you see? and he ghosted a star into first place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Liam is pretty set on this one right now. He's
I would say so. Was that did he intentionally held the red shell behind him?
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a button combination to do that, like in a double dash.
Yeah, and this one, yeah, if you have a triple red or triple green, as long as you don't shoot it, it just stays around you. And anything coming on you, you can deflect or destroy it, like if you ran into a banana. But yeah, that's what I would have done, and it saved them, and easy.
Triple red shell.
By the way, for some reason, I've always loved this design of the first Ghost House level. I think visually, cool.
The background really does it.
Yeah, it really does, man.
I'm still a little bit partial to the SNES version, but like this one definitely has like a more I don't know, like Disney-esque, like haunted theme.
It just looks good, man. Look at the little mansion in the background.
Welcome to Castle Oblivion. Yeah, like it's definitely.
You know. Yeah.
And we got the little forest with the dead trees from Mortal Kombat 2 in the distance. Like,
It's bad to throw in a fighting game reference. You know what? I'll let you have it.
thank you, thank you, John.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Peach! We got Peach pulling in first place. Atlas has got to catch up. He dipped in a second without a second thought. Peach.
He got saved again from a red shell behind him, man. That's when he's holding that banana behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And Peach is out. And then he jumps on her. Get out of here. And oh goodness. Gotta hold on one more time around this track here. Oh boy.
Yeah, and yeah, this is only like into the Flower Cup, and we've got a lot more cups, a lot more tracks to go. We've given these competitors 25 minutes to blaze through these stages as fast as possible, and the one with the reigning points will win, right? Yeah,
that's it. And
perfect score on the Mushroom Cup.
Yeah, they haven't failed a single track there, so it looks like I'm not worried about them so far. I mean, we still got 2 additional cups extra, Lightning and Star, but so far, I mean, they're playing perfectly, man. First, 6 second and first places, playing the game perfectly. 100 cc.
See, but the thing is, Scav's got to catch up. He's also like, yeah, you are racing the CPUs, but you are also racing Atlas at the same time.
Yeah, so even though they're the same points, he's got to, complete the tracks, and overall a little bit slower, but still.
Oh, Peach trying to pull in Luigi. Oh, Big J Weege.
Look, first order business, learn the track. Like, where are we going, first of all? Oh, he runs into Luigi with a star.
Wait, hold on.
What?
How did Luigi pop in the first place and then he just popped star like that? How?
Easy, just like, oh no, he spins up. Easy, he had a star in the past, he waited till he got in the lead and used it.
In second place? I call that a little
Excuse me. We just
malarkey.
We just saw Liam Atlas use a ghost and take a star in first, while in first. This is Nintendo logic. We don't challenge it, okay? We accept it for what it is.
Okay. All right. I'm watching though. I'm watching. Both Scav and Atlas gotta play a little bit of catch up. Oh, going a little bit out of bounds of the track here.
Yeah. Whoa, there's a green shell blowing behind Yoshi on Liam's side. Luigi being the thorn this time, and got about a half the lap to catch and get out of here.
Are the coins still a factor? Like, the more you have, the higher your acceleration? Or okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Up to 10. Over 10 is just like a surplus still, I believe.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. And that's on the first.
Oh no.
He boosts right into off the track. And oh no. And oh my goodness. Scav is in second too.
Scav's got a chance to get, he's got one more lap. He can catch up. Atlas, a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, this is 3 additional points Scav can have. He can finish in first here, but he's got to get past Peach. He's gonna need a good item and some good driving here. And Green Shell is gonna have to peg him, just throw him and hopefully hit. Let's see what happens. And he almost bite himself. No.
Well, I mean,
man.
I think they're a little bit both on par. I mean, they're both on par with each other, so technically it's not all is lost.
Yeah, both of them getting a second as Liam is being nice and crispy. Almost got knocked in again by Mario.
Dipped into the vat.
Oh my goodness.
Of Smucker's strawberry jam.
Oh my goodness. He definitely got smucked on that fall there. So both our players at even 60 points here, and right at first though, that may possess a little challenge just because there's a lot of jumping and a lot of fire pits. If you're kind of driving, kind of bad, it's very easy to kind of dunk yourself.
Well, let's see. Almost got a little nudge into the strawberry jam.
Oh, and Scav decides to dip his bread apparently in there.
That's pretty hot strawberry jam, Scav. I would advise against that for the rest of this track.
Let's be careful though.
We got boo. I wonder what we're gonna do with that boo.
Well, I'd hold on to it because he can totally jack another star from somebody in the lower place here. Of course, Scav right now needs to make sure he gets at least in fourth, because if he doesn't get in fourth, he's gonna have to replay this track.
Yeah, that might be a GG, but there's still more
another
track.
Star.
Ooh,
another star grab from. You know, see, one thing I can't technically prove about this game is that when you use a ghost, they say that when you use a ghost, you take someone else's item, okay? But you can't technically see what a CPU has, if any. You know, you're gonna start another star for. Yeah, he's definitely got to take advantage of this to get higher than what he is. Oh boy.
Yeah, fourth is a pretty iffy place to be, especially when Mario is on he's out for revenge.
His bro. Oh my goodness.
Dog, don't do that. What? How Mario is just out of there.
Oh.
He got swamped.
Mario couldn't see that gigantic great object in front of him. So that's really good. That's good. That's gonna only give him one additional point though, unfortunately, for finishing in fourth place. But Liam Atlas continuing as they go both into I believe Lightning Cup up next.
Yeah, an excellent finish by Atlas, coming out on first league. Extremely strong. Only had 1 second place finishing throughout that cup. But these cups are a lot more aggressive in not only the map's layouts with twists and turns, but those enemies, or rather the CPU, really gain up on you.
Yeah, as you can see, Liam right now in fourth place right now. Again, if you're not familiar with the tracks, you got to figure out how the tracks go. That's the first problem. Let alone driving well and whatnot. And of course, does have the little edge right now, an 8-point edge over Scav. But as you can see, back in first already. One thing to note, that they can stop the auto randomizer, just like in most Mario Karts. You can press the button to stop it. You don't have to like wait it out, especially if like, you know, on the end of the lap 3, you need to hit somebody really quickly. You don't have to sit there and wait for, you know, 4 or 5 seconds. Also, when you're spinning out like that, if this is like Mario Kart 64, you can brake to prevent that spin out. And if like Mario Kart 64, it has like a little musical note that plays. In case you don't know, if you like spin out on like on a banana, if you just brake, you won't spin out. You know, if you jump though, you will instantly. But I think it's just like Mario 64 on this one. Just don't jump. Jumping is bad. Liam is looking pretty well here.
Yeah. I'm sorry I hadn't been talking all that much, because I'm just kind of seeing Liam move through this track, even with the wet rain conditions.
You know,
I feel like it's pretty slick out on the track there.
Let me just push this button right here to change Liam's game into 150cc. He's doing too well here, you know.
So there's no 200cc. Is there a mirror mode in this game?
And this one, wait, is this a mirror mode? I don't even remember if it does.
I don't remember. Let me look that up real quick. We'll get tech on that or something. No,
yeah, I don't remember mirror mode in this game. I really don't. So I swear that I thought that Mario Kart 64 was the first game that had mirror mode, honestly. Well, here we go. On this lovely track that I don't know.
Is this a Jack and the Beanstalk level?
Yeah, it's very floral. Is that the word we're gonna call it? Floral? Yeah, but this is what is it? Sky Garden. For some reason, I would think of like a Sonic the Hedgehog level here instead. Yeah. And that's where I was going with it for sure on that one. But yeah, this level I think is kind of. It was kind of a challenging, I think, on the higher difficulty, but generally this is a pretty easy level. It's almost like a little circle, for lack of a better design, honestly. It's not too much going on, really.
I mean, it is a track. You make your left turns, and then you do it again.
Yeah, there's a right curve in there somewhere, you know, a little U.
Scav has got to start pulling up with these points, though. A second place finish last time. Not going to be putting them over the edge. And we only have about 5 more minutes of this challenge left.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking about Mario Kart, and you know, Nintendo, as crazy are with their other ideas and suggestions, but the one thing that they have not done, which I've always wanted, is literally the Mario Kart Ultimate, where we literally have every single track in one single game. Forget this DLC. No, we don't have that yet. We do not have one Mario Kart that has every single track from every single Mario Kart. I'm not talking about like the remakes of some, because like they remade some of these cars on like DS and you know, Mario Kart 8 had remakes some of them, but I'm talking about literally one game every track. Which would be nice to see some of the games like this that feature just, you know, flat tracks like this and Mario Kart 64 to actually, you know, maybe 3D-ize them or maybe even keep them their own, you know, flat state. But
I would want to wager that, you know, that might very well be the next Mario Kart. I mean, 8 Deluxe did so well in not only bringing together like a whole bunch of like familiar tracks and remade tracks, but like a lot of these crossovers, these cameos, it became a melting pot of Nintendo. So like we might get that, you know, that sort of dream scenario, that what if, you know.
I saw someone in the chat say the true Rainbow Road. Yeah, imagine taking every Rainbow Road track and putting it all together in one massive 25-minute track. It's bad. Look, it's funny. It's bad enough it felt like the N64 version was never going to end. You know, it just went on. It's like long. It's generally dull. It looks pretty, and that's bad.
But that music.
Yeah, you had enough time to enjoy it. That's for sure. It looped 4, 5, 6 times.
Definitely, as you're
getting
getting
it in a good
with...
way, but it's just.
Still remember those those chomps from that came out from the floor.
Man, yeah. Sometimes depending on how far away, you probably couldn't even see it because they slightly camouflage into the kind of transparent, translucent type track. Oh boy. Well, nevertheless, we got about under 3 minutes here. These guys will not be playing Rainbow Road today. That's in Special Cup, so they won't be able to get to it. But
Scavenger taking a little bit of a dip.
Yeah, his car is a little dirty.
Yeah, and I would, you know, that passes. That passes. You know. Sometimes you gotta take a dip every once in a while. I was just kind of blazing through the competition though. Like all once you're in a lightning cup.
Yeah, these man, I should have started to play backwards instead. Next time for Super Boss Brothers All-Stars Edition, yeah, we're gonna already have them unlocked on doggone highest CC all cups. Let's go. Bump this easy stuff. But Liam looking pretty favorable here, 87 to 67 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.5, about a lap and a half into the first track here. Or should I say the first track?
First challenge.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Look at that. I just something about Sunset Wilds. I think that's the track that Liam is on. I just love those color palettes, man. Just oranges and the purples and the gradient.
Look at that gradient. Oh,
it's just so pretty, you know?
Definitely taking a cue out of F-Zero's book. Like the scapes of Mario Kart SNES were pretty fantastic as well, but they never like came to life in like the realm of like F-Zero SNES.
That's why, because this is the advanced version. Ooh, you know, not that basic 64.
See, I like 64 until I play with 4 people in the same 64, and it drops down to, you know, 8 frames a second.
But it's still amazing what battle mode. Oh boy, battle mode, just hanging out, ready to just body somebody when they come up a slope and just hit them with a red shield. Oh,
those are the balloons.
Oh, the balloons. Oh, I made enemies on balloons. Oh man.
All right, 10 extra seconds left in this, and yeah, it looks like Atlas just kind of collecting the gold trophies here and there. So we're gonna be giving that point to him. And through round one of Super Boss Brothers, that this challenge and the next couple challenges will be worth 1 point. So it is still anyone's game. Scav can definitely come on back the next 6 games.
Yeah,
Who knows?
plenty of time there, but yeah, indeed. Liam will start off with the first point of the match here, 87 to about 76 here. Oh man, he just like pumped this. Poor Yoshi, just like, well, that's it for me. So and that was pretty fun there to see some Mario Kart to kick off our competition here, but there is of course some more coming up, and we're going to kind of keep it going here.
Yes,
Players
sir.
that have like 82 seconds to catch their breath while we get ready to pick our next game. Actually, we're going to get one of them because we need one of them right now, actually.
Player one.
So before the show, we had players as always just have a little number picking competition to pick who's going to be player one and who's going to be player two. In this case, it happens to be Scavenger as player one. So we're going to powwow with him for a brief moment here.
Scoople.
Hello, Scavenger.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome, welcome.
How did you feel playing that version of Mario Kart?
I've literally never played that version of Mario Kart before.
I knew it.
Wow.
Neither have I. But also, like, I think you did well with the picking the Yoshi. Like, I think Yoshi's like pretty good in this game.
Yeah, you did well, man.
Yoshi's my go-to and the only Mario Kart I'm good at, 64, so just stuck with what I knew.
Well, I know something that you don't know is what is going to be hidden behind these game challenges, because as we know, you know that you're designated as player one, which means in this second round, which is also worth 1 point, you get to pick the game for this round, okay? Everything is available except number 6. So 1 through 5 and option 7. Which one do you think will give you that edge to win in this second round?
Let's take number 7.
Are you sure about that? Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
All righty. Number 7 has been chosen. We're going to let you all get ready. So I wish you the best of luck on this next challenge.
Thank you, sir.
And with that being said, we're going to give you all, the viewers, a look as to what is going to be today's second game of the match.
All right, what do we got? Oh. Wait, golf has a randomizer?
Bruh. Like I wouldn't know about this or something.
Take it away. the floor is yours, sir.
Now here's the thing though. This is not the first time you've actually seen this game on this channel, okay? One of the past hotfixes was featuring randomizers, and this was played during that actually. I can't remember exactly when, but I know it happened this year. But this is the original golf game. Most of us referred to it as black box golf. You remember back in the day, what am I talking about? Most of y'all not even 20. But anyway, Nintendo games used to come in a black box, like the OG of OG NES games. So it's typically referred to as black box golf. It's 18 holes with a guy that mysteriously looks a lot like Mario, and hit the ball into the hole. It's just that simple. But in the randomizer, things are a little bit different. Okay, they are playing the same randomized seed. Okay, they're not, no shenanigans here. But the hole placement is randomized. So the hole could be sitting in the middle of out of bounds. Who knows? Their starting tee location is also randomized. It could be right beside the hole or nowhere near it. But what's even more fun, Bobby, do you hear me when I'm saying this? We have randomized the power of every club. So they have no idea what clubs hits hard, which club hits weak, and anything else in between.
No, I'm about this. Let's go. No, this is great. Literally coming out swinging.
Yes.
With NES Golf randomizer.
Now, typically in this game, when you hit the golf ball, it makes like a sound like ooh. But in this one, because sometimes we go far beyond the limit, it may go whoop, whoop. It may make some crazy sounds here.
And then you get that one powerful one that makes you go.
Yes, we're talking about like that ear test sound from second grade that you like. Hey, raise your hand if you hear a sound. Yeah, we're talking about like that high things that your dogs and pets may go crazy from on this one. I'm just warning you in advance, okay? The only I will say the only club that's not randomized is the putter, okay? They're gonna putt the balls 1,200 yards, okay?
Imagine.
I mean, the other randomizer for NES Open, you could probably do that. You could put the ball, a football field, but yeah, here we go. And it's simple. The first player to complete all 18 holes wins.
All right, yeah, this will be worth a point. And ladies and gentlemen, golf once again.
Look at that title screen, just golf in lovely blocky green. This is Nintendo. It's 1984, man.
That's right. Just golf.
Nothing special.
John, I got this. You need to save your commentary voice for the game.
But go ahead, man. Count us down, man.
All right, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, are we ready for some golf? Counting off at the 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, just making sure y'all ready. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, golf.
Oh boy. So here's the thing. First thing is to look and see where are you at and where's the hole at. So as you can see, the T is actually the bottom of the screen, but they actually start kind of farther in the center. So
oh yeah, that was really weird.
So
that's really weird. What?
So there's so much going on. First of all, figuring out it's pitiful. It's good pitiful. They have to figure out the club strength. Look at Liam Ellis.
Oh.
So that's the first problem. Is figuring out what even hits hard, what doesn't. This is just.
All right, but we're using the putt to putt though,
yes.
and that will always remain a constant. So at least when you know that you're almost there, like it's an eventuality.
Yeah. So even when they look at the green, so look at the hole 2. The green is down there by the tee. Now remember, oh my goodness, look at that. So they have to watch the wind. If the ball goes into the black area or if it lands inside of trees, it's automatically out of bounds. So you have to reshoot the ball again from where you previously were. And did you hear them sounds, man?
It's
like some Atari stuff going on here.
This is so great though. I mean, like, oh, what a nice shot by Scav, actually.
Yeah, man. Fortunately, let's go back. We're out of bounds, so dude, this is. By the way, hole 3, the green is sitting out of bounds. It is literally out of bounds.
So how do you, John?
Yes.
How?
You just have to land it. So this is the one of the holes where they have to find out what club will give them the range to land there. Not too far and not too. That's not it. Maybe the same club but harder. But this is hilarious, man.
What is this?
And just to let you all know, it's not like sequential, like, okay, the 9-iron, because so typically the 9-iron is for a shorter, higher dolphin club. Then the 8 is stronger than the 7, etc. But in this one, it's truly there's no cohesion to them. 8 could be the hardest, 2 could be the weakest, the driver could be the second weakest. You just don't know what. By the way, I believe he put the ball, but yeah, once you get close enough, you can put. So yeah, here we go. Again, 1 hole difference here. Liam with 1 hole advantage here. By the way, shouts to that random bunker in the upper left of the layout. It's just a bunker sitting out of bounds for absolutely no reason. You know,
it's very nice geography. I really like the procedural generation.
Man, and as you can see, another fairway that's just sitting half out of bounds, literally out of bounds. The trees are out of bounds, and so is the. Look at this. Yeah. You know what, you all? Hey, fun fact: you're not gonna have to worry about Nintendo taking down this soundtrack because they ain't got one. Alrighty then. Yep. So, but this is just.
I can just make my own. This is golf. This is
yes, golf in its true nature. You know, when you're out golfing in real life, there's no music, there's no boom box, there's no high fidelity laser disc playing in the background. It's just nature.
Which is a great departure from like the episodes that we had past, where like we've had a lot of Sega games just really try to blow out your eardrums.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no blast processing. There's no processing here. Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of processing going on, especially when we're trying to hit something from out of bounds, John. Like,
look, I mean, it's like starting you in like a floating island above the Grand Canyon. We're not going to talk how you get there. Just hit the ball away from it to wherever the hole is. Just that simple. You know?
Yeah, I suppose.
Look, it's a randomizer, okay? It's not supposed to make sense. It's a randomizer.
No, randomizers, you make sense of them.
Well, this is sense.
That is what we call the go time, if I recall correctly.
Well, this makes sense. They know what they need to do. They have enough sense to make it happen. By the way, shouts out to the vertical screen wrapping of OG NES games. Did you notice on that shot?
I was about to ask about that.
Yes, this is OG, like many old school NES games. I'll give you another example, Excite Bike. If you ever played Excite Bike and watch someone speed run it, when you go so high off a platform, you go up to the top of the screen and you see your head at the bottom of the screen while you're in the air. And this was made around that same time frame. And by the way, see that birdie over there?
Nice.
Somebody's over there. Watch out, Phil Mickelson.
Now all we got to do is call that island.
Yeah.
I really wish. I wish there would be like a remade, or not like remade, but like remastered. Like put this in like Unreal Engine, and I just want to watch the ball just fall into nothingness.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. By the way, the current hole for Liam is really ugly. I mean, the hole is right on the edge, but he's hit the ball back to the tee. So, it's like a real game now. And okay, you got it.
Let's see where Scav puts it. Oh my lord, that was almost really close.
Yeah, they're both on the same hole now. And their scores aren't that good. I mean, they're 33 over after 7. I mean, this is no green jacket material here, but you know, oh my God, where are they starting at? Like, oh man, that first shot from Liam was actually pretty doggone good.
That was pretty nice. I'll give him that.
Oh man.
But that overshot, right over the bank, right over the river bank. Dock some points for that.
And by the way, look at there, 36 over, and not too bad. Only 3 strokes separating each player right now. Ooh, nice putt from Liam there. Now you can use the putter off the green. You don't have to be on the green. It just force you to use the putter if you're on it. So if you're relatively close to the green, I'd be safe with the putter. You don't really have much fine tuning, but By the way, wow, hole 8 looks like garbage. Can you find the hole?
Where is it? Oh, yeah. Is this Where's Waldo now? Is this episode 1?
Just look for the red spot. It's somewhere there. And as you can see, it's sitting in out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know. Even Oprah is calling me. She can't believe the hole design here. Apparently, she's gonna have to wait for a bit.
We've got breaking news from Bixby. Golf randomizer's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna get going viral here. So both our players right now are kind of in the same. I'm trying to. Where's Liam at? Liam is literally
Right there.
okay. He's on now. Oh, actually, he's not on the green. He's actually. Oh, he went out of bounds. So he's gonna.
Oh no, not this again.
You know what? I wonder if they can put the ball through the out of bounds to the green. This is so tedious here.
He
made it.
Tedious? Come on, John.
I
Slip
mean,
that past me.
It is kind of. It needs some fine tuning to.
No. The pun was great. I'm just happy that you're having fun. I'm really happy that you're having
I made a pun.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know I did. I'm so sorry. See, I'm a good
You're
comedian.
having too much.
I
Not
didn't
too much
even
fun. But you're having
realize I
so
did
much
that.
fun. Yep. It's that awareness. That awareness.
You know what happens when Big John and Golf get together? It's just a happy day. It really is. You know, it's like Bobby and Bashi. You know, just a happy, joyous day.
Excusez-moi,
Well, pardona you, of course, ustedes.
Madonna me what?
Escúchame? What is this? Welcome to Telemundo, apparently. Well, I can't say it. You can say that phrase better than I could ever say it. I can't roll my T's and R's and K's.
Bienvenido. Por favor. Thank you.
What you call me? Hole 10. And wow, pretty close to the hole there. Oh, 9. Oh, Scav. In the drink. Spoiler, I can't stand golf. Oh, that walking. I'm too big to be walking all like that. I catch a sweat or something.
That's why video game golf is great. It does all of that for you. I really wish there would be a golf game where I could drive the cart. Open world.
Dude,
Open world golf game.
Look, just play Shimmy and enjoy your forklift racing, okay? Just be happy with that. No.
Another Boydie.
Man. This is actually pretty interesting, though. Oh, look at Liam learning it there. By the way, fun fact, this game is actually on one of the NES remixes. I think it's the NES Remix 2 it's on. And that is one of the featured games on it. Or, of course, the version on the 3DS as well. But if you want to enjoy some of those crazy challenges they have for this game.
Uh-oh.
Man.
You might have convinced me on this. I might have to play a Seed of Golf randomizer. It's
just so good, yeah.
This is absolutely absurd with the placements of everything. And also that wind, 15 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, the wind, wow.
Oh, look at that boy go.
Yeah. The wind in this game naturally is kind of stupid, honestly. It's quite aggressive at times, I must say, and it does affect your shot tremendously. Oh man. But yeah, they're playing the first to finish here. Even though their scores aren't too much different, Liam is a little ahead score-wise anyway. But I mean, these aren't exactly scores to brag about. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
At any rate, still a handful of minutes to go in this challenge as well.
Yeah, coming up on 8 minutes remaining, and Liam has 6 more holes. Oh, a little too strong there. Almost going off the green at that. So, hey, that's more time for Scav to kind of sneak back up as Liam is just playing like Tiger Woods in the 2000s here, just back and forth, just bad day. But it's all good. He's on the 13, and Scav is on the green with a relatively short putt here. And this may or may not be live. Is it live? Hello? Are we live? Yes, we're live.
But hey, if we're not live and you're viewing this on YouTube, if this is your first time on our channel on YouTube, go click that subscribe button because we have a whole lot more hot fix episodes of Super Boss Brothers on the way on the playlist. You can check out all other hot fix shows on the rotation, and we're adding a couple of new ones in that you definitely want to stay tuned about. And then there's also the GDQ VODs. You got West Coast weekend, or sorry, West Coast is going to be up. Fleet Fatales is like pretty much all the way up. And when AGDQ 2021 is all over with, those will be uploaded promptly. So yeah, stay tuned to the YouTube, subscribe. If you are viewing us live, hello, and also follow the same instructions.
Yes. Again, they joined the same hole here. Liam keeps going into the water here. As, by the way, if you never pay attention, when you hit the ball into the bunker, it's the most aggressively delicious sound ever. It's just delicious, man. It is such a great sound. I'm just saying, man.
Run that by me one more time?
Dude, that's a one-time fair right there. I can't do that one again. You have to go check out that VOD that you just told them about. Hear that one again. It's just amazing. I mean, it sounds like a bomb going off at times, man. It's just
like an 8-bit Mappy bomb. Or were there bombs in Mappy? Oh,
yeah. It's just something about these old games and sound effects are just so good, man. But nevertheless, here with about 5.5 minutes to go, he was on hole 15, hitting the island green literally. Of course, while he's trying to find a Scab is a hole and change behind here, so a little advantage here. He's going to move to 14 as Liam is trying to find the right range here, and you found it. Now you just got to get it in there. And boy, oh boy. Oh, Scab, a little too firm there.
How is he supposed to know everything's randomized in that win?
I mean, you learn, you take notes. Yeah, right. I mean, well, you know. I mean, some people who play randomized do take notes. I mean, if you were playing this a lot, I mean, you might want to know, okay, this is the one that hits, hard. Don't touch this one. This is the one that I need to use. But
yeah.
Nobody got time for that in this race. I mean, you do, but you don't. But you do, but you need to. But I mean, it would help. I wouldn't double space it or nothing, but I just keep it in my memory.
Where is that? Oh, Scav! No!
Oh. I must say it tickles me in this game when the ball goes out of bounds because of the limited screen vision. Like it just gets hung in the air and just OBs you instantly. Like, sorry, there's no more coding to allow the ball to go any farther.
I don't get paid enough for me to retrieve that ball, so we're just gonna get a new ball.
Dude, ain't nobody trying to walk there and shoot. That's the abyss. Oh man, Liam with a really good shot there, really close there. And he's gonna be heading to his
Not yet.
Time delay here. So a bogey, I must say a bogey is pretty decent considering this hole. And he is on to the final hole of the game, starting out of bounds and then looking for where the hole actually is. It's not too far away.
Yeah, a lot of
look at that shot.
Nice shot.
Oh, but it was in a tree. Oh, wait, I'm confused there. It said OB. Like what? Out of bounds on the green? I don't know. But that was a heck of a shot. And for Eagle, ending it with an eagle, and that's going to be time for him right there, man.
Eagle.
With, of course, 69 over par. Yeah, thanks for that, Liam Ellis. Score of 141.
Really expert display. And especially with both competitors just like adapting really quickly to like the mechanics and properties of their I was gonna say weapons. Wow. Of their clubs.
Oh my goodness, man, that was actually pretty good. I must say, if you all haven't tried this before, you got to give the golf randomizer. I mean, it's just classic retro fun and stupidity, which is just great. A silly little game with who knows what's going to happen and no background music. Yep.
It's perfect. Thank you for this display of golf. And
boy,
let's race a randomizer seat someday.
Okay, let's do it now. They'll be all right. Y'all hold on. We back in about 10 minutes. All right.
No, John. We have a show to do. I'm not leaving our producer high and dry.
No, he can join in with us. It'll be all right.
Who's going to run Boss? It's Boss Brothers, not Boss. Do whatever you want. We have one extra game in round one worth an additional point. So Scavenger could catch up a little bit, and there would be automatic game 7. How about that?
Yeah. If you need a link to the rando, we'll get it out there to you so you can play around with it. I promise you. But what we need right now, though, we need to grab in our second player here, which is Liam Atlas, our golfing extraordinaire here. Hello, Liam Atlas. Are you there?
Hello, sir. Yes, I am.
Well, hello there.
Glad to have you here. The golfing master over there shooting a lovely round of 130 something.
Hey, with an eagle, though.
Was that your first time playing that game?
Yes.
In the randomizer
Such a
form.
nice shot.
Yeah, man. It was so funny because I had never seen that OB on your first shot. Like, that was the first time in this game it's even possible to see like a double eagle, and the game said OB. I'm like, what? I didn't know what was going on actually until I realized they never programmed it in apparently. But what is programmed here?
I was confused too. I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, is it gonna kick me back out to the tee?
That's what I was thinking. Hey, you got us both, man. But you made Bobby laugh. That's all that matters. All we need is Bobby's laugh every show, and our life is complete. Okay.
Wow. Also, hi Atlas. This is our first time meeting each other, but hello.
Hello, man. How's it going?
It's all right. Just don't hit me with any of those clubs that you picked up from the randomizer.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta say, this rando, I haven't laughed this much playing a game in a while.
Did you enjoy the sounds?
The sounds are something else, but I also enjoyed teeing off in the middle of an ocean to try to hit a hole somewhere in the middle of some water.
Isn't it glorious? Well, you know what, man? You may have a chance to find even more excitement like that game, because it's up to you now as a second player to pick your next game. We have options 1 through 5 remaining. This is the last game worth 1 point before we go to our double point round. So which one do you want to go with? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Let's go with 4.
Is that your final decision?
Yes, sir.
I heard a second of hesitation there. Are you sure?
Let's do it.
Ding.
All right, we're locking in and send you off to get set up. So I wish you to continue best of luck here. Trying to clean sweep the first round here. Got 2 points, man. You're trying to show off, ain't you, a little bit?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to put on a show.
I got you, man. All right, well, good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And we will reveal what is behind option number 4.
He's so dashing. I love how he carries himself.
Dashing.
That's so great. What is this, John?
Some game. I don't know.
What? Sonic Chaos?
Sonic Chaos. Oh wait, the song is Sonic Hero. Well, whatever. It's
How
heroes
tiny is that screen? Is that supposed to be for the Game Boy or what?
Looky here now. Okay, this is Sonic Chaos for the Game Gear. Okay, there used to be this amazing device called the Game Gear. It took 23 AA batteries to power it, and it lasted a whopping 3.2 business minutes. Okay.
This was the single thing in the early 90s that kept Duracell alive.
Dude, I should have had stock in it when I was a kid. I'd be rich right now. Dude, the Game Gear even had a TV adapter. Come on now. Like, big time.
Okay, and that's dope. And I remember having like a little AC thing, but Sonic Chaos.
Yeah. This is generally a shorter Sonic game. Okay, it better be. It's not going to survive the battery life otherwise, right? So Sonic Chaos with the Game Gear. This game was also released on the Master System, called Sonic and Tails. But it's a really good game. It's just very, very short levels, and our players, it's quite simple. Get as far in the game as possible. It's just pure Sonic. Get to the end of the level. You know, a little history about this game. They do have a choice of characters. I believe we're going to make them both play as Sonic. You can play as Sonic, you can play as Tails. This game does have Chaos Emeralds, but there's no Super Sonic per se, or Super Tails for that matter. In this game, you can spin dash, you know, for like Sonic 3. You can also peel out for those Sonic CD players where, as opposed to holding down and jump, you hold up and jump. And the peel out gives you a few frames of invincibility as well. But yeah, that's pretty simple.
Okay.
All you gotta do is this is a short game, and farthest in 20 minutes, if they don't beat it already, wins. That's
All right, well,
simple.
we've received word that our two competitors are back from CVS, getting their AA batteries. And,
They stocked up, man. Keep that wall charger nearby too, I'm telling
and
you.
they have Sonic Chaos loaded up. And it's a good thing we're only giving them 20 minutes because that's about the lifespan of the console.
Man, when that red light started blinking, that's it.
So this is going to be a pretty, no, I'm actually excited. I've never seen Sonic Chaos before. And we'll talk into a little bit of like the game mechanics as we go into the run. So game 3, are you ready to count us down, John?
Of course I is. Alrighty, here we go. Starting from 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
I'm scared.
I know you should be scared. Alrighty, you all. So off we go.
Turquoise heels. No, that's not the right music.
Yes. Yeah. No. Do. Not in this game. But as you can see, it looks like Sonic. This is a pretty well designed Sonic, I must say, compared to some of the other mess you could experience. This game, go right. Again, you get 100 rings. In this game, if you get 100 rings, you actually go to the special stage. That's how you actually get the special stage in this game. 100 rings, but only as Sonic. Tails doesn't have the fun. Fun fact, if you play as Tails, Tails can fly in this game. You actually can control Tails. He's flying.
So would Tails be better in this category, or
not necessarily? Well, the only plus you could probably have, and it's a pro and con, because so in the speed run of this game, you run as Sonic, but in some levels, it's actually quicker to grab 100 rings and then instantly fail the special stage because it moves you to the next level, versus just getting 100 rings and just continuing to have to play the level there. So, as you can see, there are speed shoes in this game, and this game, the speed shoes are very, very fast. But just like in mini Sonic games, you want to kind of stay on the top path at all times if possible. You know, bottom path of Sonic can be quite scary. But when you have those speed shoes, by the way, speaking of speed shoes, this is the debut of the rocket shoes, actually. Yes.
they wouldn't give Sonic a gun, so they gave him rockets?
Yes, shoe rockets, basically.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a nice variety. I mean, unfortunately, Tails doesn't have any rocket shoes in his mode. All he gets is just a 10-ring monitor. So anywhere there would be a rocket shoes for Sonic, there's just a 10-ring monitor for Tails. But we gave him some better goodies in Triple Trouble, but more about that game later.
Is that another Game Gear game?
Yeah, there are a lot of Sonic titles. I mean, you've got your Sonic 1 and 2. Then you have this game, which came out after. You also have Triple Trouble, which is the 4th game in the series. That involves Knuckles now. And of course, you have Sonic Blast, which is what happens when Donkey Kong Country meets Sonic Handheld. It is a visual nightmare.
I think the things that I like about these handheld titles is that, like, when you compare Game Gear titles of like Sonic games to like Nintendo renditions of like their flagship, you know, mascots on like the Game Boy, like you had Donkey Kong Land and Mario Brothers Deluxe, which are like kind of almost copy paste, but like these games are like so different and just like just so different. Like Triple Trouble, I've never heard of that, but it's definitely not a Sonic 3 and Knuckles like copy and paste, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's completely different levels. In fact, it features one of the best songs that people know about, which is that amazing train level, which you haven't heard that train level on the boss theme. It's probably one of the best Sonic tracks out there across all consoles. It's a great song. But yeah, fun fact about this game, as I mentioned, this is on Game Gear and the Master System, and they do play a little bit differently. The levels are designed a little bit differently, and hey, Bobby, they even have different music in some of the levels. Like this level, Gigopolis, has a completely different song. Gigopolis. Okay, I'm calling it Gigopolis. Leave me alone. I mean, you could call it Gigapolis, but that sounds kind of off.
No, yeah.
Gigapolis. You know, I'm sorry. Gigapolis.
That sounds like a special move. Playtime's over. Grant me Gigapolis.
That's it, man. It's just hilarious, yo. But yeah, this level features tons and tons of rings. I mean, this level just has, a couple hundred rings on it, actually. But yeah, they're pretty doggone close to each other. I must say that they both are starting Act 2 here. Scavenger being just a little bit ahead now, actually. But again, generally, this is your whole right and win. Just kind of follow the path that it guides you, roll when needed so you don't take any damage. And yeah. Generally speaking, if you're doing a speed run of like a game of Sonic, dude, whenever you slow down, just spin dash and roll out and get your max speed as fast as possible. Liam is taking a scenic route here. Kind of defeats the purpose of the go right and win strat. Which I hope he gets back onto it quickly because that has cost him some time. And Scavenger moving up now to Act 3. This is a great game.
I mean, man. I'm not gonna blame him because, like in games like Sonic 3, there's a lot of like vertical platforming that you kind of got to go through, especially in like Hydropolis, right? Like Act 2. So it's like, I mean, there has to be a little bit of that exploration and also trial and error involved when it comes to mapping out this area.
It's like the shiny object syndrome. It's very easy to get distracted in this game. Do I have a fun fact about this boss that's gonna make your head blow up? Okay, so if you saw Scavenger, always gotta be careful though. Oh no. You notice right now, you see Liam Atlas going up here. Eventually he's gonna hit this and no dear, don't slow down. There we go, have fun. Yeah, he just need to roll or spin dash. So you see these tubes that they're going through? These tubes Scav is going through?
Yeah.
It's like 3 tubes. Do you know that the boss's HP is directly related to which tube you go through?
What?
I know,
okay,
boom.
So what's his tube?
So the higher tube you choose, the lower the HP of the boss. If you choose the highest tube, the boss only requires like 4 hits. And then higher for the lower tube you pick.
Oh, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, very, very interesting design here on this boss here. So also on the Master System version, they actually put an invincibility monitor prior to the boss, so you can easily kill the boss. I mean, not one hit him, but you don't have to worry about taking damage while you're fighting. And Scav's gonna be careful. I think he knows the cycle now. Oh no! Well, I thought he knew the cycle.
I'm gonna take the higher tube, and then darn, game over. Oh, that's terrible. Oh.
Yeah, so fortunately gotta continue. So he'll continue from the same act he was just in. This is not like, Mario back to level 1. No, you just continue from the same act.
That's good.
But if he does do that again, if I can continue, he's gonna have to start from the beginning of the game, which will not be good. Now, the funny thing about this game is that if you haven't noticed on the signpost, there are different like characters that you can see on the signpost. So you can actually, in the, we get when our players are playing, Scav, we give them little notes about the game and recommend them to play around with the signpost because you can actually earn items off the signpost. If you get yourself Sonic, you get a 1-up. If you get Tails, you actually get a continue on the signpost. So, just like Sonic 3.
Oh no. So, Gav took the bottom path. How many hits is it gonna take?
Just, many more than he needs to. So just play true Sonic, just keep getting the ring back and life will be okay.
Okay.
Just get the ring.
Oh
get
no!
The ring.
Stop it, Jenny!
Oh, Jesus, these dodges.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
That was
excellent try. Excellent
I mean,
try.
that was quite a dodge there. He was doing. Jeez, man.
It is Gigapolis is what I want to call this now.
You know what? Gigapolis. That sounds like a hot mess.
So are the mechanics on how the HP of this boss is.
Look,
that is.
look,
is that anywhere within the instruction software manual?
You know what? Oh no! Deaths everywhere. Liam Adams was playing the bottom of the level. He hit the bottom. Scav game over, so he's gonna play forward. He's gonna have to play it back forward again. Unfortunately, that's unfortunate.
You only
for him.
have one continue.
Yeah. And Liam Adams was having some trouble. So again, he still has over half the time left. So I don't want to discount them all together because again, over 10 minutes left, and you can see you can get back here very, very quickly. Just stay moving fast. Liam has already died in this level once already. He's on that dreaded bottom path. In this level, the bottom path has just many pits here. So you gotta be careful on the bottom path. So yeah, so on the signpost either can lay on the flicky, which gives you like nothing, just haha. Rings give you 10. If you get your same player extra life, the other player continue. And if you get, you can also land the signpost backwards, which means hit it again because, yeah, you failed. So.
Let's see.
Yeah. Liam loves that little pogo, man. Pretty cool there. But yeah, again, this level again, staying up path. Interesting enough, on these two levels, this is one of the levels where you would actually get 100 rings, or as you would say, 100 coins to end the level as quick as possible.
These look like coins, okay?
I want to know where you buy coins with holes in them. This ain't like the Empire State Building when you get that little coin pressed. Or where do you buy whole coins from?
I don't carry coins on me anymore.
You play a whole lot of Castlevania games. I ain't never seen no coins with no holes in them.
Yeah, there's one. There's one.
Where?
Castlevania Bloodlines. The weapon upgrade is a coin with a hole in it. See?
How would you even hit someone with a coin with a hole in it? That seems very.
It's just the icon.
Wouldn't the person just go right through the hole and just completely miss them?
Depending on the size of the. Look, I'm not talking about this now, all right? They are rings. I get it. The Sonic rings
no, you don't
are
get
rings.
It. I feel stabbed in my heart every time you say coins. Like I don't
play Sonic games. Every other game has coins, gems, rupees, like anything but rings. Anything but rings. I ask for your patience, brother Jonathan. I ask for your utmost patience as I think I'm about to be playing a Sonic game relatively soon.
I bet you learned in.
Probably.
Anyways, as Liam has completed half the game now, that's actually half the zones there. Headed over to our Mecha Green Hill zone. I guess suppose it has kind of like that mechanical design to it. Hey. On that bottom path, gotta be scared though, because like you see that slope platform, if you don't have full speed, you'll fall right down into whatever's below it.
It's a really cool way to like spin on 2.5D, but it's also so unsettling. Like I don't know where you land.
Look now. I said, where has Bobby been that has had coins that have holes in them? I know what coins have holes in them. Excuse me, I don't regularly fly Japan on a regular basis. Sorry, my visa expired. Passport. How often do you fly out of the country? Apparently people in chat are just like, sitting on 2 million freaking flyer miles right now. I'm barely to stay in 4 digits.
The very first time that I actually traveled out was earlier this year before everything got locked down. So, yeah, I have been pretty much nowhere.
I know. I've never made it to Japan yet. One day I will not jump. Oh man, poor Liam got spiked to death. The troll spikes or troll springs there.
Is the frame rate going down when we're hitting those segments? Is there any like substantial like lag in this game at all? Come to think about it.
Is there lag? Yes, there is lag here. This also, yeah, that's the lag causes the batteries to die sooner. Yeah, that's what it is. Sounds good to me. Yeah, the game can be very, very lagging when you're losing like rings. You notice about this game, when you lose rings, you don't lose the amount you have unless you have like one. You kind of lose like the interval, like every 10 rings you have, you lose. I mean, every 5 rings you have, you lose 1 or something like that. It's really odd. The Game Gear series was very inconsistent with like ring lossage. Like in this game, when you get hit, you always lose all your rings. But if you play a game like say, Sonic Blast or Triple Trouble, you lose 10 at max. It's so odd. So if you have like 30, you get hit, you go down to 20. It's like, I don't know, I guess they thought you were bad or something. I don't know. But, oh boy. Now, one thing about the boss stages is that in Act 3 of every level, there's always some rings somewhere. It's usually a ring montage. You have to find it. Otherwise, you won't have any rings for the boss fight. So, but there's always a ring monster somewhere. And Liam, he just went right under it. And you see, that troll platform, if you don't maintain your full speed, you'll just tumble off of it. Nice design, Sega. Or whoever we blame for this one. And there's a continue for Scavenger right there. You got Tails. So he'll have at least 3 additional tries beyond his current life to try this boss again here, even though he only has about 4 minutes left. So he's in crunch time. And don't forget, you all, this is our last game of the first round. And that means for those who are new in game 4, the chat, you lovely people, will be choosing which game they play next. So that will be happening during our upcoming break after this game concludes. So
yeah, you stay tuned and keep the hands on the buzzers or keyboards. And yeah, we'll be getting round 2 set up right quickly, but we still have a little bit more in this game to go. Scavenger finally overcoming. By the way, still die?
Did you see that death on Liam Atlas screen? I'm just saying, it looks so pitiful. He was below the boss, and this guy kind of just shoved off the bottom of the screen. That was pretty hilarious. I'm sorry. The vision looks amazing though. But he also, just like Scav, game overed on the last boss of the level, so he'll have to retry this boss. And this is another level that is different on the Master System, actually. On this version, it's kind of just against the wall, but on the Master System, they put a spike pit in front of the boss as well as behind the boss.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, just to make things a little different. As you can see, Scavenger doing what Liam did earlier in that scary bottom path. And
is this mini boss just a souped up version of this like one of the enemies from like the launch zone in Sonic 3?
Yeah, it's kind of that's exactly what it's designed after. Yeah, that's all it really is. And yeah, if you kind of hug the edge of the screen, you can kind of kill him very quickly. Dev. Yeah, the phrase Sonic has passed is not exactly a motivator, you know.
Hey, I passed the level. Doesn't matter how I passed. It doesn't matter my score. I just passed. All right?
I passed.
That's how I felt with like going casually through like every Sonic game. I swear. Like, it could have been more done here. Yeah, I could have got I passed.
Well, I tell you what, you can't have a Sonic game without a water level, and unfortunately, Chaos is very laggy in the water.
Oh, I see this now.
Very, very laggy. And the bottom part, I mean, cool animations. Like, watch this. Whee! Yeah, and then you repeat that. Again, this can all be avoided by staying on the top path. Even though this is a water zone, you'd never have to touch the water at all if you can stay on the upper path. Obviously, it's much faster, but you can't get through it. And yes, Sonic can drown. Even though there's not much water, not much air to recover from, but Nevertheless, Liam is through Act 1. Scavenger is getting through Mecha Green Hill. They both have passed 1. Oh. I guess you'd rather pass 1 than pass 2. I don't know. What?
I really like these zone names. Aqua Planet,
Yeah, Aqua Planet's a pretty good level.
Leaping Egg, like.
Yeah. But those who speedrun this game, as you can see, you see all those rings. There's just tons and tons of rings though. This is another one of those levels where you would grab 100 rings to just end the level as quick as possible. Kind of if you follow the natural path, you would get them anyway. If you went above, there are more rings up there. But as you can see, just 40 rings just in the monsters plus the loops. And but yeah, final minute there, and Liam is on his way. As you can see, that's why I say if you ever thought about speedrunning this game, this is a game I speedrunning. It's very, very short. You know, this is a game that if you want your first Sonic run, I would say choose this one, just because it's just minimal room for error. It's not challenging. There are not any zips or any bullshit shenanigans like that. Very, very short. You know, talking about like a 12, 13-minute run.
Are we like almost done with the game?
Yeah, there's only one more zone beyond this, which is there's only 6 zones in this game. So yeah, like I said, it's very, very short. You can, I mean, if you knew what you're doing, you could beat this game in 15 minutes. You know, generally speaking.
As we're coming up on this this boss, time has stopped. Liam is definitely ahead. Scavenger still played extremely well when it came to playing catch up. Unfortunate game over on the snake, no, the caterpillar boss.
Yeah.
However,
yeah,
this is only round 1, so even though Mr. Atlas is up ahead with 3, the next 3 games that are on the rotation for Super Boss Brothers challenges, points are doubled.
And listen to me, you do not want to leave the stream. You need to go find some people that you know and tell them to get in here, because there are some great games coming up that are still remain to be played. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss today's episode. Go find somebody and get them in here, okay? But yeah, it's time for our voting though. So voting is going to happen during the break. And as I mentioned earlier, you all will be voting in chat. You will see a poll soon to pop up on the screen right there in the chat. And you all be voting between options 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 5. So you'll use the voting thing right there integrated into Twitch chat to vote for what game they will play when we come back from this break. So get careful.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna be away for about a handful of minutes. Gonna be running a couple of ads as well. But if you don't want to see the ads and you just want to like chill along, because I know our producer puts on a glorious soundtrack playlist. We implore that you please subscribe to Games Done Quick. If you got an Amazon Prime, if you got $4.99, all of the revenue that we get fuels our future broadcasts, hot fixes, other shows, especially new shows coming up on the rotation that you want to stay around for, and you get all these cute little emotes like GDQ clap. I hear it. All right. We're going to be breaking away for a handful of minutes, and keep your eyes peeled on that poll. Let's get some folks in here for this voting session, because when we start round 2, the decision of the chat will be the fate of these 2 players. Super Boss Brothers coming up next. Stay tuned, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the 7th episode of Super Boss Brothers, hosted live on GDQ Hotfix. Actually, the second to last show of the year.
Ooh.
Oh, hi there, Brother John. I didn't see you there with your bigness and all that. Tallness.
Yes, I was hiding behind you.
John, we got an excellent pile of games gathered up. We've gone through 3, and while we're in round 2. So how are we feeling? And what was, from my understanding, I think we had a chat poll pick, right?
Yeah, round 4, our chat, our lovely chat, by the way, always picks the game for the 4th round. And this time we had an option between 1, 2, 3, and 5. And the chat chose option 3. Um,
How are we feeling about option 3?
well, this is going to be something to see on this channel for the first time in a long time, if ever. This may be the first time this has ever been seen on this
For
channel.
the first time, if ever. All right. Sorry.
The next game, the first game.
Wait. No, not about, no. Explain thyself. Explain thyself.
We
Hello?
just, you know, we had a Sonic game and we had a Mario game. So let's just join it together. That's right, you all. The next game is Somari. Yes, the legendary game you've probably heard once in a while across the video game industry. They are playing Somari. Yes, this is what happens when someone decides to make a mod of Sonic and put it on the NES as Mario as the playable character. This is Somari. Say Mario in the world of Sonic, and yeah, but you take absolutely poor abysmal controls. We're talking about controls on par with like Bart versus the World, or literally any title that Acclaim makes. Those kind of level of controls. And the goal is simple. Beat World 1. That is enough of a challenge in this game.
I don't know if I should be excited or absolutely terrified of what we're gonna see.
Just beat World 1. They make game over. Just beat World 1. That is all we ask of them, and that is more than enough, honestly.
Well, as we're getting these two fine competitors loaded up with some good old Somari, let us remind everyone that is watching at home, either live or vodcasted through YouTube, that this is round 2. It's going to be worth 2 points. So if Scavenger manages to defeat World 1 and the controls of this game in a quick enough fashion, only be 1 point behind Liam Atlas, and we'll be getting that game 7. We need to see a lot more fight from Scavenger, but
yeah, this is
wait, this is NES.
Yeah, so this is basically a mod, a fan-made mod of.
Oh, what is that? That is so unsettling.
Personally, I like how they're alternating right now. I'm so glad. Shouts out to Tech right now for the alternating fingers. It's so.
Oh no! I need to catch my breath. No, okay. We all right. Let's get into this.
And the cool thing is that there's actually title screen music, but there is music that sounds very similar to its original intent on the Genesis. But again, the goal is beat World 1. That's all they gotta do.
All right, well then let's get back into it. We're gonna be counting off from 20 because we're giving them 20 minutes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 for lag purposes, 9, 8, 7, 6 for delay purposes, 5, 4, 3, 2 to account for lag, 1, and go. It is Somari time.
There is a race of Somari on Games Done Quick. So here's the thing. The physics are awful. When you spin dash, you can't jump anymore until you start rolling. The hand waving in the air is ridiculous. The pits you can't get out of. The rings that just ricochet wherever they want to ricochet. The questionable hitboxes. Again, that's all you need to go. Just beat World 1. 3 acts, and
Oh, you can't jump out of there. No,
you can't. Exactly. Welcome to Somari. And then you even get the rings back, so you have to wait. And your iframes last like 18 seconds at times. It's like the ring is like homing it. Scavenger, he needs to lose the ring and not keep getting it. He keeps getting it. Did you see the ring bounce up the wall? This ring is like playing Mega Man X here.
Okay, so there's still rings in this modification.
Yes. Again, the game is really bad. The rings just bounce. Again, it's a hot mess. It's a good mess, but it's a hot mess. And look at that.
My dude is moving.
Just don't even ask why things work in this game the way they do.
Oh my god. My dude got the strut with the Yeezy Yoshis, like.
Yeah, dude. By the way, Liam.
No, Liam, no, don't fall for this again. No.
And he goes into the pit of doom as well. He just reset. He's like, I ain't got time to wait. I can't blame him one bit, man. I can't blame him one bit.
Right, Scavenger taking the Mario approach of just like, you know, taking it easy. It's a me.
Hey, Scav beat Act 1. Only
right, so that's time, right?
No. One zone, not one level. Yeah, 3 acts in one zone. So just gotta beat zone 1. Yeah. So he's got 2 more stages to clear, and then he will win. But again, only 3 lives, unless he can find more lives or 100 rings. And
how do you even react?
I told you, that's why the goal is long enough as it is. 20 minutes seems like a lot, but man, when you play this for the first time, especially, it's just. By the way, there are shields in this game. There are 1-up monitors, interesting enough. If you can find one, and actually it works when you hit it. Look, you see how slow Scavenger's walking on the hill? By the way, he's invincible right now. Do we have music on him? Oh man, if we had music on Scav right now, that invincibility is glorious.
This game is throwing me for such a loop right now. All right, we got Atlas on Act 1. Sorry, on Act 2. And the fact that, okay, like the fact that I'm seeing this like right now, and the fact that Mario can turn into a little ball and boost, like I've already seen Super Mario Odyssey, so that's not like too far off.
Yeah.
So I'm not that off put by the weird animation.
Yeah, you should see him when he's like running and moving. Like he literally speeds up in the air while he's running. So he's just flopping his arms in the air while falling, and he just speeds up gradually. It's like, watch this. If he holds right here, watch Scav. It's like the best thing in the world. Jesus.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Oh, Lord. But yo, he's
Scav's on Act 2. Sorry, on Act 3. Clearing Act 2.
He's gotta be careful though, man, because he's down to 1 extra life, man. Oh my goodness. But again, FYI, y'all, this game does have 5 totals. Liam had the same thing. There are more than, so basically, if you were thinking about Sonic 1, every level is in this game except for our 6th zone. We still have Final Zone. There is Labyrinth, which is woo. And
is there even Labyrinth 4?
That if you know that boss where you have to like jump up to win, yeah, that exists. That's all I'm gonna say. It exists. Exists barely. It's like being held together by like a piece of tape and glue and Scavenger.
He's got an extra life though, so that's fine. But wow, what a
By the way, shout out to this guy trying to avoid the rings so he could actually die. Look at the iframes. You see how long the iframes last? This is ridiculous.
All right, yeah, now he's got to be extremely careful. At least there's a lot of rings in abundance in the beginning of Act 3. Look at that.
Yeah.
I would get those. Yep, I would get those. Only one? All right.
I mean,
I'll make the same mistake as before. I would take bottom route and I would not even run. Like,
dude, if you can at all, man. You just wait if someone can actually beat this goal. You are in for a treat here. But Scav's gotta be careful not to fall. Man, he is just getting. He said the iframes last like 1 second up there, but like 12 seconds in the pit.
And grab the don't. Ooh, yep, this is near the pit.
Watch out for that pit.
Oh my.
Dude, them arms.
Almost threading that needle there. Oh Lord. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I can just see Scavenger right now. Like, I just have to hold forward for like 20 more seconds. Oh no, even more.
Oh my God, that was terrifying.
Oh no.
Because like, you don't realize the controls are awful. Like, you cannot accelerate any faster than the game allows you. So when he's trying to jump that pit, like, he just hasn't run far enough to really accelerate yet. And it's as bad as it looks. It really is.
Oh no, grab a ring.
Oh my God.
Grabbed.
Dude, the crabs and the off-screen bullets are just awful, man.
Oh, they're so tiny.
Like, you don't really understand how bad this game is until you play it firsthand. You understand the horror. Oh my God.
Oh.
By the way,
yeah. Dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding.
there we go. Check out the hitbox. Oh no, Scav. Look at this. So because of sprite limitation, oh no, you can only see part of it, and
Got one left.
And so of course,
no checkpoint.
Man, the game is already about to explode as is. We ain't got no time, no memory left.
Oh, he's so close though.
Well, he'll have to venture again and get past that spike pit of doom again. And by the way, in this game it's kind of fun because you can actually die and then get rings after you're dead. So you literally die with rings. Quality programming.
Not fair. Man, life is hard for us, Somari. Like, yeah, we got the kicks, but then everything just kicks our face in. Like,
I mean, it is a game mod here. I mean, this isn't exactly, you know, highly recommending, heavily Q&A tested. I'm sure just one small child that says, hey, can you jump? Yes, okay, release it.
all right, so at the very least, the Scavenger found out that piece of tech that the one-up TV monitor will always spawn. So as long as you can get there, we can retry for the rest of the challenge, and we're gonna be stocking up on rings for Robotnik.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be careful though, because you can soft lock. In fact, it's kind of funny because
What do you mean?
Okay, listen, okay. So kind of in my community, some of us run this game.
Okay.
So if you get hit and die, and you're vertically above a monitor, when you fall off the bottom of the screen, you just land on top of the monitor and you just sit there. You just stand there with your hands up like when you die. So like collisions still exist when you die. So if there's a monitor below you when you're about to fall to the bottom of the screen, you just, yeah.
I don't think I like this game anymore.
You can software. And this is actually, for lack of a better phrase, it's actually a speedrun category game called Soft Lock %. Where you actually beat the first zone and then soft lock and marble. And yeah. I wish I was lying, but yeah, that actually, yeah, as you can see in the chat, that's, yeah, the actual death emote is what you'll see.
The Mamma Mia.
Yeah, that's the exact visual you'll see.
All right.
So,
Gav creeping up on this, and Liam slowly catching up, so we might be seeing his pull on close, as this is the final obstacle in order to complete Zone 1 or World 1. Like, this is it.
you see why we made the goal just beat Zone 1.
Yeah, look at this. No, Liam, no. You gotta learn.
Oh, no.
You gotta learn.
Oh.
And
pit
the
of
early
despair.
bird gets the worm.
All right, Scavenger's by his third or fourth try here now, and this is actually terrifying. First of all, you all can probably only see the left half, but if you were to actually move this game frame by frame, it's actually each quarter of the ball is visible on one frame. So if you were to frame count it, you would see it alternating between all four parts of the ball.
Yeah, you were scaring me, bud.
But yeah, the
You
jump
were
scare is
scaring
terrifying.
me. Oh, there we go. We got a rhythm. We got a rhythm. Oh, no. Gotta be
Rhythm.
extremely careful. Oh, but you gotta get enough P speed in
Yeah.
order to... Oh,
It is,
Somari.
it is terrifying to this boss,
How
honestly.
many hits of this boss?
And that is it. Scavenger just needs to hit the doggone capsule, and he has done it, you all. 11:34-ish, and Scavenger has beaten Green Hill Zone.
That, wow. And then, like, what sweet revenge from Scavenger, just kind of clapping back after his little less than great performance in Sonic Chaos. So apparently he's some Mario guy.
Yeah, Somari bringing him back in the game here. Who would have thunk that was how his evening was going to go tonight? And as you see a little preview of Marble Zone, the nice color palette. Yes, as you can see, Mario is not.
That actually doesn't look bad.
Looks like he has a tail though. It's like tails. He's like
Look at
clapping
that.
his.
He's like, what am I doing in this game? Go on. Go on. I'm waiting.
Oh, my
Please
Lord.
educate me on why I'm in this game.
Oh lordy.
All right. All right.
Well, they were gonna finally get rid of the Mario. These poor guys. They've had Mario Kart Advance, Sonic Chaos, and then Somari. Just this whole Mario and Sonic block here.
Absolutely incredible. Hey, Scavenger only 1 point away from tying it, but this is round 2 where the points are doubled. So either game can pull either competitor ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
And we have what we got the player that's behind that chooses the next, well, chooses their fate, the next number, right?
Oh yeah, let's go get that Somari expert in here right now. We're gonna bring in Scavenger here. Look at this. It is the legendary Scavenger, the god of Somari right here. Did you ever think you would be playing that
God of
game?
Somari. I did not. That was a level of garbage along the lines of the Chinese Super Mario World. Or
How about those? Did you enjoy those controls? People might not realize it from watching it, but as you have played it firsthand, how bad are the controls there?
you have to hold forward for like 3 full seconds before you get any momentum. It is... I can't even put it into words. It feels like Mario has like 20-pound weights strapped to each of his ankles.
Dude,
And thank you for putting it ever so mildly for this program.
yes. Yeah, we'll discuss your real thoughts after the stream, of course.
But hey, you made it, and yeah, John, we have the choice maker in front of us.
Yes, man. And with you being on the board now, hey, the comeback is real here, and you can aid in your comeback by you picking. Because you're behind, you get to pick the next choice here. So you have options 1, 2, and 5 remaining here. So what do you think, Sky? What number do you feel like is gonna be good for you?
Let's go with 5.
Is that your final decision?
It is.
All right, man. 5 has been chosen. We're gonna let Scav get ready for his next game here. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Alrighty, everyone viewing, our next 2-point game, round 5, our 5th game of the evening, is going to take it to the Game Boy a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield Labyrinth. Okay. I feel like most people may not have heard of this game. Because one reason is because this game actually was named something else outside of North America. It actually was called The Real Ghostbusters. They just
Wait, what?
I know.
You just swap series like that?
I am telling you, this game in Europe was called The Real Ghostbusters. They simply changed the sprite from one of the Ghostbusters characters to Garfield.
Oh heck no! What?
This is exactly what it is. Yep. In Japan, it was, get this though. In Japan, I believe it was called Mickey Mouse 4. I wrote it down. Maho no Labyrinth. It literally had a different name in every region it was in.
I'm not
Mickey Mouse 4 in Japan, Garfield Labyrinth, and The Real Ghostbusters.
I'm going to assume there are no additional key differences between either version of these games beside the sprite.
Actually, there is a difference. Some of them have more levels, actually.
What?
Yeah, I think there's 10 more levels in the you know, this is a research project. Go look it up, y'all. There's a lot of stuff going in this game. Okay, this is a game I own myself, but let's talk about what the game is. The game is a pretty, it's kind of a straightforward puzzle type game, okay? The goal in each level is to have Garfield collect all the stars in a level and then go into the door to proceed to the next stage. That's the general simple rules of it, okay? But what happens though is that you have to find stars. Garfield has a drill. Why? I have no idea. But in this game, they gave Garfield a drill to basically he's doing some drill work. So if you look at a screenshot, you can see him kind of drilling the block, and you'll have to do that to destroy blocks to get items or maybe proceed through the level and whatnot. But that's how it is. I have no idea what Garfield has to do with mazes or. I mean, when I grew up, Ghostbusters killed ghosts. And the funny thing is, killing enemies in this game is not required. They can be in your way. You may have items to use to destroy them, but they don't help you. You gotta find the stars, so.
Okay, all right. I think, I'm sorry, I had to mute myself a little bit there because I just had to compose myself for all of the mind blast that I had just suffered, because this game's another game and a different game, with more levels. But are we playing the superior version of this game, John?
I don't think there is a superior version. I mean, this one has the most levels, so it has the most content. But anyway.
All right, we're about to head over to Super Mario Land 3, Garfield's Labyrinth.
You know what? You just hurt Wario's feeling by calling it that, but it's all good. But yeah, here we go. Garfield's Labyrinth. Yeah, we're gonna have 20 minutes to clear as many levels as possible. Just that simple. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Feel free to count us off, John. And we'll we got both our competitors ready. Worth 2 points. Like the numbers that number of fingers that you see Garfield holding up there.
Yeah, we got a lot of peace symbols tonight. I mean, we got Sonic doing the peace symbol, Mario and Garfield. Man, peace, everybody. Here we go. Counting down from 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Everybody in chat has like craving for like lasagna. Oh yeah, Odie has no purpose. No cares about Odie.
Okay, so
this is Garfield's Labyrinth, man. Ask away. What are your questions? I may or may not answer them.
Is there any like speedrun tech? Are there any zips or wraps?
I mean, you can clip, but you can also die. If you get stuck in a block, so like, for you see when they're drilling these little, well, first of all, they have an inventory. They have a 5-item inventory, okay? Like in the first level, you kind of get exposed to what you can do. You have, wait, they can't see? What happened? What's going on? Oh, they can't see. our tech, but they cannot see the gameplay. We have to restart our players over. They cannot see the content. They can hear our lovely voices here, but we may have to figure something. Oh, we'll join our game already in progress. Okay, yeah. We're good. You didn't miss anything.
Now that both of our competitors have smoothed out the rough edges, you're able to see some top tier Garfield Labyrinth gameplay only on Super Boss Brothers.
Yeah, maybe we'll just give them an extra minute to play. That way you all can see that extra minute. It's like, yeah, you stole my minute. Okay. But yeah, so the game is how it works. As you can see, Garfield has a drill. Okay, you see those little pulsing stars. You can see how many they have to find in the bottom right corner of their game feeds. And Garfield can crawl. You can just hold down. And you also have items. So you get items like keys to open up. You have bombs. You can just drop them in the ground, and then whenever an enemy touches them, they blow up and die. And yeah, that's how it works. You see Scav using the key right now to grab the bridge, open the bridge, and hop out. And of course, Liam using the drill. Again, we don't know why Garfield has a drill. We'll figure it out for another stream, apparently.
His trusty drill, so like he carries it with him everywhere at all times.
And just remember, this game is a clone. You know, imagine a Ghostbuster character with a drill. I don't know why. I mean, they have like a zapper, not a drill. And don't even get me why Mickey would have a drill. I mean,
a cat has a drill in a video game. I think that would be more of a tall tale than any that you had previously mentioned about 15 seconds ago.
Oh man,
Busing Ghost with like a, you know, an EMG or EMP drill or something like, I don't know. It seems a lot more believable than Garfield the house cat, whose only like will is to lay about and eat lasagna, have a trusty drill.
Yeah, it is crazy here. But yeah, you can as you can see, there are items. There are hearts you can use to obviously give yourself back health. There are these little warp pipes that will take you to a predefined area. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But of course, if we do it correctly, as you can see, Liam Addis has gotten the last one right above the end door. It opens up and he is done, and making pretty decent progress, I must say, actually. Here, moving on to stage 4. And Scav right on his tails as well. By the way, oh, Scavenger got crushed.
Donk.
Yes, yeah, these blocks are like one-hit kill to collapse on you. Fun design, I must say. Also, like when he's destroying these blocks here, if a block spawns on him, you'll get crushed and instantly die as well. As you can see, it's kind of a little puzzle here because Liam has to figure out how to actually destroy that bottom one. And as you see, he dies. Yeah, he spawned inside the block there. But yeah, so the game gets a little progressively difficult. Obviously, the number of stars can get really high. We're talking about in the 20s and 30s on the higher levels. Some of them are very easy to like sequentially in order. Some of them require you to retrace your steps, you know. As you can see, Liam has to work his way downward. He's kind of got to figure out that he needs to kind of stand maybe in a different place or whatnot, but I guess that gives Scav more time to catch up because Scav is going to be on the same level in just a little bit here. Oh, look at there. Scav finds a 1-up.
Yeah, nice one up there.
Yeah, we do give him some notes that they can find any of the coffee mugs. The coffee mugs are 1-ups. So that's nice to have. Scav he's looking, you know, because the stars can be inside of blocks. Oh, yeah.
No way.
Oh, that is
John.
Well, at least
John, what was that?
Well, at least he got the 1-up. Unfortunately, all he had to do was just go on the warp, and he would have finished the level. But I mean, unfortunately, that's going to cost him a bit of time here. But yeah, this is a game I own myself. It's a pretty cool game. Again, it has 40 stages, which is quite a bit of content. The levels do take, yeah, I mean, it does take significantly a lot longer at some of the higher levels. If you're not cheating and using a guide, I mean, God, even with a guide, this game is hard. Just because there's just so much to do. Especially in a place where you have to use a lot of the drills to destroy repetitive blocks. And if you're staying in the wrong spot, you can't drill down and stuff like that. Like right here, if you open the door on the wrong side, you have to take the warp out and go backwards and redo it again. So just little troll stuff like that. See, that's a nice troll. You don't die from that one. Some of the other ones, they push you back at the very beginning of the level. You have to start all the way back over. But Gav this time is gonna take the warp and yeah, there he goes. So kind of crazy, man. But yeah, this is like one game I bought from like a yard sale when I was younger, and I was like, ooh, Garfield. I don't know about you all, but maybe some people in chat were like me. I used to collect the Garfield treasuries back in the day.
Treasuries.
Yeah, like so it was like a thick book back in the day when I used to go to Walden Books back when I was younger. And it was basically a collection of a whole bunch of Garfield comics in like a really thick book. And they used to make a whole series of them across the years. Like I forgot how many they made in total, but that was kind of, and they were all in color, you know, like basically like the newspaper, but they were all in color. It was a pretty nice little collection of Garfield comics. You know, I did spend money on this game, okay? Okay, I work hard for that $1 I spent, okay? Don't judge me. All right? Shoot. I needed something to play, you know? And this game at least makes you think a little bit, you know?
Look at that. That's such an enemy.
Yeah, you
on Atlas's side, like extremely harmless looking, but he knows you got the key. No.
Yeah, the visual, by the way, this little party's on, you kind of stutter step when it kind of slows you down. It's like walking in sandpaper or something, but as you can see, it looks like Liam has kind of figured out how to work it, and he has all the stars, and he's done with that. On that last health there. Oh my God, the chat's gone nostalgia with the Scholastic Book Fair and everything. I hear you old people in chat. I'm with you. I'm with you. So here we go. Liam making pretty good progress here, 8 minutes in here. Again, this time the blocks are actually helping you. As you can see, we're up to 18 that you have to grab now.
That's a lot. Like,
yeah. A lot of them.
40 stages as well. Like this is actually pretty packed for a Game Boy game.
Yeah, it definitely ramps up a lot. Again, a lot of this is just kind of just traversing the levels, you know, figuring out how to get around. You know, as you can see, there's just one single star sitting there. By the way, there's an item there. That is the potion. The potion makes you invincible. And it has its own jam song to it, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. But again, it is an item in your inventory, so you just simply need to just select your inventory and use it. It only lasts in the level you're in, I believe. So if you want to use it in that level. Whenever you fall, as you can see, you fall straight down. There is no kind of like veering off left and right while you're falling. By the way, here comes the ghost. Woo! Dude.
So that ghost is constant through all versions of this game, right?
Yeah. The funny thing is, the ghosts actually can fall right into the little fire lava and kill themselves. They're not too smart. Yeah. But yeah, right now he could kill them instantly with invincibility as well. So as you can see, Scavenger trying to work his way downward here. Again, got to be careful he doesn't get himself crushed. And he's learning it as well. As you can see, you kind of go 3 back and then kind of like a pyramid on your way down. And look at that ghost. That ghost
is so persistent. Get out of here.
Yeah, ghost is on his tails there, and of course, the keys have like a little shape to them in case they're levels with multiple keys in there, like a square, triangle, all that stuff. But there's a 1-up for him, and of course he has the key now just to get to the exit, wherever it is. Which is not too far away.
That's the fungus.
Yep, this is indeed the Ghostbusters game. Ghostbusters.
It's complicated.
Yeah, if you're in Europe, it's Garfield Labyrinth. If you're in the U.S., it's Ghostbusters. If you're in Japan, it's Mickey Mouse, and so many games celebrated all together. Eh? But yeah, it's a mix of everything here. Even more confusing to use your Game Boy Color to play this game in Garfield is in blue for some reason or whatever. I don't even know what's going on then. So, but yeah, as you can see, Liam has notice it's only like one, he's at one more. Look at that key placement up there, kind of rude. And by the way, that fence is basically damaged, just like, it's based like a spike pit. Oh. Yeah. So he's got the key now to do what with it. As man, Gab's gonna bullet to the head there.
Yeah, Scav's kind of getting hecked up by this dolphin thing. I don't quite know what to make of it.
The two-legged dolphin creature.
It's certainly a ghost you gotta bust.
Yeah. It makes sense on the Ghostbuster variant, but in this game it's like you got witches and whatever that little thing is, and oh boy.
Scavengers steadily catching up. We do have like less than a little bit more than 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Liam is 7 down, and this fun level, as you can see, we got 3 keys. This is literally a Mario Maker level. Years before Mario Maker was thought of. And look at there, troll. So what happens is when you choose the wrong one, you obviously take damage. Yeah, how fun is this level? And then when you crawl into the little I guess a little crack there, it automatically warps you back up. So yes, trial and error of the level. And if you notice,
is it easy to be here for a while?
No, not really. If you notice, they give you a key every time, so you just gotta try it out. I mean, it's not random. It's always the same thing. You just gotta figure out what it is. And once you get past that stupidity, then they give you the nerve to actually have to get stars on top of it. So this is where you have to become the expert drill master. And as you can see where these stars are kind of placed, all kind of ugh. And of course, if you don't drill the right one, you have to literally wait for it to respawn and try it again. And
that's so
yeah, this is where the latter part of the game gets kind of hard and overly frustrating just because of that. Because sometimes you have to get them and get out quickly before it respawns on you and die, which is obviously So you see, Liam's got to do them, get this, and then get out before he gets crushed. He's still gonna find 2 more, which are somewhere lower in the level, which is, you know, yeah, you see how bad this is here.
Well, at the very least, I mean, there's a password system for progression,
and
so it's not like you have to start all the way back. Oh. That is, I'm gonna call that the Game Boy death, because there's at least like 5 that I know off the top of my head that like have respawning blocks, and if you spawn, or if it spawns like right on top of you, you're dead.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna call that the Game Boy death. Like a la Kart. Like
see, in Mega Man you just zip, but of course in this game you probably zip out the game most likely and can do nothing. But yeah, gotta be careful though. So again, Liam already knows the first part. You know, the fall speed, this constant, just do.
Yep.
Unless you can see your toes walk and wiggle while you're falling, like, hey, some little animation. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Compared to the 90 frames per second menu that pops up, it's all smooth and everything.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
It blows my mind that this was supposed to be a Ghostbusters game.
I'm trying to remember.
A Ghostbusters game?
Yeah, it was. If I recall correctly, I think it came out first in Europe as Garfield. Well, actually, they all came out I think they all came out in '93. But I know North America was last in the list. And we got it as Ghostbusters, and then it was, like I said, it was Garfield in Europe and Mickey Mouse in Japan. I can't remember which one came out first, European or Japan, but yeah, it's yeah. That's
the chicken, the egg, or the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I think someone said, I think someone posted something that said that, yes, Electronic Gaming Monthly gave the Ghostbusters 6 out of 10, describing it as decent but routine.
So what about Garfield?
That's just copy and paste. So what, plus 1 point
7
for
out
using
of 10.
Garfield?
There is a cat.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
There we go. So we got Scav making some nice headway through the levels. Atlas trying to be really methodical about how to go about taking these platforms down.
Yeah, this is where the game begins to get kind of, yeah, that's the word, because of the drilling. And the drilling intensifies tremendously in this game. As you can see, you have to literally go speed drill mode. You gotta get them drilled. You gotta make sure you drill the right one, because if you drill the wrong one, you're stuck. So you see him right there, he's gonna drill this down.
Okay. All right, I see you. Oh, but there's the bear. Watch out for the bear.
Yeah, the
Wait,
bear.
Pick up that Chaos Emerald. What do you...
Yeah. Yeah, where'd that come
so many things
from?
in this game that I don't understand and feel so out of place.
So here it looks like, yeah, I know, it's kind of silly. By the way, want to see something trolling? Yeah, that. Yeah, these random like crystals that just warp you for no reason. By the way, watch out for the spikes.
But why? This is...
Yeah. Yeah, and then look at this. Yeah, so now it's not obvious, but you can crawl that background.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, no, this cannot be like another Somari.
Yeah, you can crawl it and jump on it. It's like, yeah, it's what?
And that bear's coming at you. That bear is...
So as Liam completes that level 8, Scav is just starting it here. So he's got to deal with this mess of a level. And they continue. Only 3 stars in this level, but you know, now we put more of like the mental strain where we've got bridges that need to be let down, and oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh look, a Poodaboo. It's Mario too now.
And I know you're joking.
Yeah.
But this game is so many other games that it's like, yeah, it might as well be.
It hurts. I mean, come on now. It's a game that has main characters from Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, Garfield, and Mickey. Like, huh? That's too many spinoffs. I mean, dang, Kingdom Hearts used a whole bunch of folk, but that's just getting ridiculous now. You know?
Should have like a guessing game of like, just take away the main character and just be like, hey, guess what game this is?
Let's do a random stick man and call it a game. I mean, you could. No branding there. But they've got 1 more minute to deal with this. Liam is having a 1 level lead right now. And as you can see, wow, poof. Using the bomb there to body that enemy. And yeah, no one likes levels like what Scav is playing. No one likes levels with trial and error. There's no hint. There's nothing that tells you. It's just guess. If you're right, you win. If you're not, you lose health.
Yeah, this is that Bowser level in like boss levels, but like but an entire level.
Yeah, this game is an HD remake. Lord have mercy.
You can choose between either of the Ghostbusters: Garfield, Link, Nairu.
I'm trying to imagine
Somari.
I'm trying to imagine that character select screen. Like, what in the world is happening here?
Yeah, let me get the world record for the Scrooge McDuck mod.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, I'll tell you what, only the last couple of seconds, and that's gonna be it for whatever you want to call this game, the real Ghostbusters, Garfield Labyrinth, or Mickey Mouse Maho no Labyrinth. All 3 of the games have now concluded. And Liam Atlas will be victorious with a 1 level edge over Scavenger there. That was quite something there. Don't you all want us to go out and go buy this game off eBay or half.com and play it on your own Game Boys? Game Boy Colors?
No. I'm gonna answer for everyone. No.
Oh, there goes my sponsorship. So much for being a good influencer.
Big John's lasagna.
Dude, I'll leave that to Stofers. How about that? They got it going on there. Say that.
All right, well, Liam is that much closer to 8 points. We do have one additional game in round 2 left off, so Scavenger could catch up a little bit and be in the running.
He's going to need this game to force that game 7, but I have faith he will come back here. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually get in Liam. In round number 6, we have our player that is ahead choose the game. So we're going to invite him up in here. And hello, Liam, where are you at?
Hey.
How about that previous level? Just that previous level. What do you think?
Stage 8 or whatever is like
Yeah.
all the keys and then trying to. Why can't Garfield like drill straight?
Because there we go.
That's against the Ghostbuster code of conduct.
I don't know if you heard us, but that game actually has 2 different names.
Oh, really?
It was actually Garfield Labyrinth, and in one country, in one world, then it's also called The Real Ghostbusters, and it's also called Mickey Mouse 4. We just did a sprite swap on the main character. The more you know.
Man.
Well,
but I felt like it was going all nice and smooth, and then that stage comes up, and then there's traps and spikes and
drilling, way too much drilling. Well, I'll tell you what, man. You can drill your way to victory, yuck yuck, if you can win this game here. Because Scav want me to catch up to you, but it all kind of depends on what happens in this game, and of course, what you choose. We have number 1 and number 2. What is your choice for the game number 6 here?
Well, you know what? I was player number 2, so let's go with number 2.
Is that your final decision?
Yes.
Doo, doo, doo. All right. Number 2 is locked in, so we're going to send you back up to get set up. So good luck to you as well.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Bobby-tastic.
Yep. Yes, Brother John.
You see what game number 2 is, right?
Oh, we are about to once again. Banjo-Kazooie. Couldn't make it happen last time, but we've definitely made it happen this time. And I'm super excited. Banjo-Kazooie, even though I don't like speed run it or anything like that, like is such a great first time casual playthrough experience. And we got Mumbo Mountain for them, right, John?
Yeah, man. I love watching speedruns of Banjo. I can't play a 3D game to save my life, but I love watching this game in the speedrun, especially in Hundo. But they're not quite doing Hundo, but they are doing something that may involve that. This is a challenge simply about Mumbo Mountain, okay? Aside from the intro stage, this is basically the first kind of major level of Banjo-Kazooie. And their goal is quite simple. Do the whole doggone level. There you go. That's we're gonna say it kind of bluntly there. But yes, their goal is to basically get as many jiggies and notes as possible in Mumbo's Mountain, okay? They will be starting basically right in front of the door, the entrance to Mumbo's Mountain. And this is a points challenge. So their goal is prior to any death, every jiggy they get is worth 10 points, and every note is worth 100 points. 100, whoa, that's a big score. 1 point. So to get all 10 notes, or all 10 jiggies and all 100 notes, that's 200 points, and that's the challenge met. So that's what they got. They got 20 minutes to get as much of that done as possible. So this is where, if they've ever played this game before, maybe it might help. We watch a speed run or 2 of the game, might have helped.
I don't think Scavenger's all that familiar with Banjo-Kazooie either. I know of him more to be a 2D platformer speedrunner.
Mm-hmm.
So at least he has like the routing aspect in mind. Mumbo Mountain doesn't really have that many like margins for error when it comes to like, actually speeding through, but I don't think neither of these competitors speedrun this game.
Yeah, this is not, this is it's not a hard stage. I mean, a lot of things are kind of just in the open, it's nothing like, anyone's played this game before. You know, this is no Rusty Bucket Bay. This is definitely not no.
Oh.
You know, what was your worst level, dude? Between Rusty Bucket Bay and Click Clock Wood,
Click Clock Woods.
like Rusty Bucket Bay was frustrating. Where the engine room alone, like if you were trying to get all the notes and you died in the engine room, you're like, oh no, because you gotta re-grab all your notes again. But then the 4-segmented Click Clock Wood, 4 different, and if you fall off the top of the tree or something, man, oh, I'm having childhood memories. Oh, but they ain't gotta worry about it. They're starting right in level 1, the first stage, and yeah, get as many notes and jiggies as possible within 20 minutes. If they get them all, bam, they're a winner.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I know. Oh, we get to hear the talent trot. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't even make that sound, man. That talent trot sound. You know, if you ever watch a speedrunner of this game, they don't walk, which they constantly jump while they're talent trotting. So,
oh yeah, I love the voices. I love the voices.
Oh my goodness.
Remember talking to this one shark, he's just
dude, this was the greatness of Rare, wasn't it? This was the game, man. All the sounds, blah, 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 like all the talking voices and stuff. It was even funny when you held the button and it sped up. I'm sorry, I'm a good, man. Okay, we're gonna hush now, and so you all can hear quality gameplay, not bad impressions. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go die real quick.
Dude, no.
The competitors are all ready for Mumbo Mountain.
Dude, don't die. Go count them down, man, so they can go inside Mumbo's Mountain. They're just in there waiting for us. So we have them saved right outside the mountain, so they're gonna go right into the level, skipping all of the intro mess.
All right. So we're going to, I'm sorry. We'll start at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
10.
They won't even know what number he's saying anymore. I had no idea what number you were even on. I'm like, is he on 4 or 8 or 2? I don't even know what he's doing. Oh God.
I absolutely adore this game. Like,
oh God. Oh, I think I just peed on myself. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait, we're supposed to be hosting something here. God, it's hot.
the game. Let me go die real quick.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Okay. Hey y'all, they're playing a video game. Okay. For those who haven't seen Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Kazooie, probably one of the best games out there for the 64 easily. There are notes scattered all over the map. Okay, there are 100 notes in total in the level, and of course, for point purposes, they will be judged based on the end of their performance. Okay, every note is worth a point, 100 points max, and then every jiggy is worth 10 points. Okay, some of the jiggies are just out and open. Some of them may require you to do some task or something first in order to grab them. We have been giving them all the controls that they have so far. Anyone that knows this game knows that you basically acquire moves as you're playing the game throughout levels, and of course, we're giving them basic controls. They can learn a move in this level as well, once they find it, which will obviously speed them up. And yeah, now if they happen to die, just like in true Banjo-Kazooie, if you die, you would have to re-grab all your notes again. You keep all your jiggies, but if you want to get a higher score on your note count, you have to re-grab them. So hopefully they will not die. Don't have to worry about that. So definitely gotta keep an eye on their health gauge there. So as you can see, there's a first jiggy there for Liam, And yeah, there it goes. He's walking out. Now, of course, I saw in the chat, well, somewhere around there. Obviously, Mumbo is around here somewhere where he can use that token to transform Banjo into, of course, another character, which is usually one for every level, a unique character. Which will be, well, if you're a speedrunner, you don't need to, but I don't know how these guys' abilities are, but they may consider that. They definitely have to do that if they want to get all the notes and jiggies in this game. But man, what's the last time you played this game, man?
The last time that I played this game was like 4 years ago.
Is it time for us to do a casual race of hundo together with this? Oh boy. You know, the last time I think I did that, I think it took me 8 hours.
Yeah.
It took me, I don't run this game, but it's like.
No, when having some sort of like casual familiarity through it, like it's a slog because like, there's still like difficulty with platforming, but
yeah,
it's a pretty solid playthrough, like everything, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely is nice. Would you prefer Kazooie over Tooie?
I would definitely prefer Kazooie over Tooie. I think like the gameplay could be arguable, but the music score, like the soundtrack, 100% Kazooie. Yeah, and that's what I live for.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of game that shines musically where, like a lot of games, like, the transition of the song across different areas, even just like going underwater, the aquatic variant of many of the music is just so good, man. It's just, I think that's what for me, like when a game is really good musically, I get more involved in it, When you have a game with like bad music, it's just like, I ain't got nothing kind of keeping me motivated, audibly besides, whatever,
It's not like you're saying that Tooie had bad music precisely. It's just that, like when you have like those memorable, like unique tracks, those things that you want to like, hum like over and over, like, yeah, it's a huge motivator to completing a game, seeing a game all the way through.
Definitely is, man. And as you can see, our players, wow. Leon learning the hard way, as you saw a little while ago about that fire. But he's got over half the notes in the world already, okay? But he has several jiggies to find. And of course, oh look, enemies hiding inside of little tiki shacks or tiki huts. Lovely, right? And of course, you can't have a Banjo game without Jinjos.
Oh, they're so irritated.
Dude, oh, they're just cute. Oh, they're just so cute, man. But yeah, of course, if you've ever played Tooie, dude, we kind of flipped the roll around and now we gotta save the Jinjos instead. So, but here we go though. Again, looks like neither of them picked up their extra move, the Talon Trot, where we can't enjoy that lovely Talon Trot sound that was so lovely given to us earlier by Bobby there. That,
it's so good. Like there's
dude.
Go ahead.
I gotta find the person that did the voice acting for Kazooie. I swear, I need to know who that is. Actually, I don't know off the top of my head, and I need to like send him a thank you note or something because I'm like, that sound is glorious. All the sound that Kazooie makes.
It's such a cheeky way to replace voice acting by like. It's a lot of. I think it's a lot more personality than if you were to like hand people a script. Like there's raw emotion in that.
Yes, just crazy sound effects and just like, wow, that sounds great. But yeah, I need to go find their Twitter, their MySpace account or something. Hit them up.
Live journal.
I know. And if you watched past GDQs, you've seen this game run, and in fact, I believe at least 2 times. We actually had Grant Kirkhope on the call during the run, had some past GDQ, which is pretty, pretty amazing to have, someone that skilled, calling in, doing the run. Or anytime there's any kind of anybody involved in the development of a game, it's pretty doggone amazing, I must say.
Who better to have the composer of the original score, and like you just know how invested Grant Kirkhope was, like in just the not only like making the music, but also like kind of crafting the world like around it, or using the world to craft the music rather.
Yeah, man, that's like good game development right there. That's the when you it's so good to see a game that you see somebody so passionate about making it. Not just trying to churn out a game to make some money, but to really put everything into it, and it shows definitely. Because Scavenger's just trying to show this bull what's up and not having much work. Just all right, that's enough of messing around with him. So from a Jiggy standpoint here, as you can see, they both are now have tackled the big ape there. Gotta give oranges to the monkey here, knock off this guy. Liam's up to half of the Jiggies now in this level. 5 down, 5 to go.
And don't worry, like when the time is up, we'll be tallying up all of the scores. All you have to do is press the pause button, and like everything like analytical for what you've collected will be up and available to you. So it'll be fun having a little bit of anticipation at that near end.
Am I seeing double here? My eyes are hurting me. Am I seeing the same thing?
Oh, that sync! Look at that sync!
Oh boy! Oh boy! So now that they have, they both have egg abilities now. So now they can, dude. The pooping sound of eggs in this game. Can we talk about it for a second? Like, my man can shoot eggs forward and in reverse as well. Complete with the sound effect you would expect to hear upon releasement. Like,
releasement?
I'm just saying, man.
You let that slip past me?
It's just
especially so like recreated like Banjo-Kazooie is Banjo and Kazooie are also in like recent games like Smash Ultimate. Perfectly recreating that the noise and the iconic sounds and all that.
And it's so good. It is so good. It just makes me want to go out and just kind of just casually play this game again. It's just like a good game to revisit after a few years. I haven't played in a while, and oh boy,
for sure.
But of course, as you see, that we have our egg ability here, and by the way, why is like an ape gorilla throwing oranges? Like, is that what they're into now? Oranges now? What happened to the potassium of the bananas and whatnot? I don't get it.
Maybe that was just a Donkey Kong strictly thing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow, there is a game I haven't played. Do you realize I've never played Donkey Kong 64?
Are you serious?
I am as serious as I am short.
Well, I mean, you didn't. Well,
what? No, huh? What? No. No, I know. No, really, I have never played Donkey before. Like, I've always wanted to. But it's like, oh man, I'm missing out. I have to play. I've like seen people do all these crazy 101% runs. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do this one day. But one day, more like multiple days, I'm sure.
Good.
Yeah.
I love Lanky Kong. If you love the songs, if you love the sounds from Banjo-Kazooie and all that, you'll love Lanky Kong.
I know, man. That's why I want to play as somebody, because I just watched someone recently do a 101% blind playthrough. Good lord, that took like 40 hours for him or something, man. But yeah, so right now, both our players, as you can see, Liam just learned Talon Trot up there on the top. Scav hasn't picked that one up yet. But of course, if they win it, yeah.
I love that sound. It's my favorite. It's my.
Do you know how mad I get at speedrunners because in the speed tick in this game is that you have like a little boost of speed when you land after jumping while talon trotting. So it always makes me so mad because like, oh man, you're cutting off the sound effect of Kazooie when he's running, man. Like, so now to have them do it uninterrupted, I'm happy now. I'm very happy. I feel like it's like a YouTube video of like talent trotting for 10 hours or something. I can just watch when I'm asleep or something.
Lo-fi beats the talent trot.
God, man. Oh, dude. So, look at that mess. Dude, Scavenge just pooping out the maze, man. Just rapid fire and missing. Most of them just bouncing back into him.
When you get that nice scrambled egg and chorizo from the bagelry.
I have to mute myself. I'm sorry. Look.
I made John mute himself.
Look,
I won.
look, I was like laughing snot out my eye or something, man. I had to stop for a second. Okay, I'm all right now. So, jeez, man.
There we go, talent trotting all that way.
So Liam is actually trying to do speedrun tech here. Now, of course, in order to traverse all the way up there, quote, as intended, you know, that's where you have your Mumbo tokens. As I mentioned, just about every level in the game, Mumbo was somewhere trading your tokens to transform your body to something else. And that gives you the ability to actually get that higher up on there. Of course, the speed guys and gals and all those people, they will just do whatever they want to. They use that crazy jumping, which is really, really hard to make it to the top without you know, not falling down. As you can see, Scav is just slipping and sliding. Dude, did you see that rapid jumping?
Yeah.
That was, yeah, he hasn't gotten talent on track yet, so he's at a disadvantage on these slopes here. You can't just use, you know, your favorite sound and just walk up nice and easily. But as you can see, Liam does have the 5 required Mumbo tokens. I was about to say Scatolas, I'm like, this is the wrong game here. But, yeah.
They're rings, they're not coins.
You know what? Me and you, parking lot by the swing set, all right? So of course, here's the lovely beetle, ant, spider. No, it's not a spider, but yeah. So, ain't it cute? He has his own little cool little jumping can. It's like a little kid, you know? Wait, can I reenact the sound? You know, he's like, he kind of just like that. He has the best jumping verbiage, man. So, but here's the thing though. So he has most of the notes, but this will allow Liam to get to the upper part of the inside area. There is a G up there high, as well as more notes. Termite, did I say it's an anteater? What? Yeah, I didn't do good at animal school. So I never realized that was a termite. I just thought it was like some bug with legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, while you have that, you have no weapons. By the way, that is 97 notes there for Liam. He is only missing 3 notes. And only 3 notes here. And if he gets all these jiggies, dude, that is actually gonna be the gold mat there. 100 notes and all 10 jiggies. The bug with legs.
There we go. Scavenger creeping up on Mumbo.
Oh. Oh Lordy. So he's at literally the peak here, and that is 9. So he's missing 1 jiggy and 3 notes. That's all he needs to find now. He's got 4 minutes to find them. 1 jiggy and 3 notes away from 100%ing this level. Where are they at? Oh, we gotta love this game sometimes. Sometimes they don't spawn until you get close enough to them. Ooh, did you see what I saw?
I saw. I saw. But it's all right. We'll let him prance about.
Nah. Doop-a-doop-doo. Woo, the jumping sound. I'm missing out on it. Woo! So, in fact, I don't even know which note he's missing. I mean, which jiggy he's missing, actually. I was trying to keep up with it, but I forgot which one he doesn't have. But he's got 3 minutes or 4 minutes to find it. He's a little ahead of Scav anyway. Scav was one token short of the fifth one to transform. He's up to 7 right now. And we'll see here. Oh boy. And Liam has found all 10 Jiggies.
Yes, sir.
So that will be 100 points there for him, Jiggies alone, and he has 97. So literally, he just needs to find 3 more notes, and that will be everything. 3 more notes. There's the honeycombs. We should have given like bonus points for the honeycombs. Missed opportunity. So the good thing is this level's not huge, so he can walk around and just kind of find those last 3. He is on the hunt. He's got 2 minutes to find them. Meanwhile, Scav walking up kind of slowly at his heel here. Man, oh man. Yeah, man. Oh, man, just tearing his shirt all to pieces
If
here.
only I had a technique to learn some sort of prod I can use with my nice compatriots' talent.
Well, I'm glad you pondered that because 18 and a half minutes in, he has it now. You know what? If you want to do me and Bobby a favor, you go find every time we made an impression during this game and just put them all together. Just give us a good laugh.
I really wish they could talk to the shark because his voice is just burps.
I mean, that sounds like some serious indigestion issues, man. Oh my Lord.
We need some Canada Dry and some alcohol.
Dude, man, you need a vacuum to suck out whatever's inside your stomach that's mutated. I tell you that, man. Good Lord. Oh my Lord. So Scav is up to 8 now. He's got 45 seconds now. He's behind in notes though. He's up only on 70. And he hasn't talent. He just learned the move, but he hasn't actually done it yet. And Liam has done it. He found the final 3 notes with half a minute to go, and there you go. That is going to be GG for Liam Atlas. 100 notes, 10 Jiggies, max possible outcome there.
For sure. And Liam's been just kind of blazing through all these categories, like despite not having known any of these. Did he have a strength for this game?
Yeah. This, hey, fun fact. This was the episode where no one had an advantage.
Really?
Ooh, yes, no advantage this time. Everyone is just thrown into the mixer and blended with who knows what they may or may not know. Mostly what they don't know, of course.
And speaking of what they don't know, there is one additional game left. Now, here's the thing. With the points accrued, Liam Atlas does have the Super Boss Brothers crown.
Yes, he does. That's
but
right.
I want a bit of redemption from Scavenger. Now the chat, no one but you, I, and the producers know about the last game. And I think that we could end this with such an amazing display of this challenge that I want to show.
I agree.
Then all right. One final challenge left. One more game. Congratulations, Mr. Atlas. If Scavenger wins this, though, I'm gonna Mario Party it. You know, do some Bowser's Chance time, and I'm just gonna give him all the points anyway. John, you have no say in this matter.
Excuse me? Do you hear this?
We gotta.
I will have my lawyer handle this.
Scavenger will scavenge all the extra coins and the hidden blocks, and we'll get those points. Look, y'all.
But Liam's last name is literally Atlas. He already has all the scavenging done. He has everything.
But this is the scavenger. The 216th scavenger.
Well, look.
And I think this will be the one. He'll be the one to do it.
Well, we can't tell them yet because we have to run. We have to go to a break first.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know?
All right. Well,
So-
y'all in the chat, or y'all watching at home, or hello YouTube. Stay tuned for the final game challenge of episode 7 of Super Boss Brothers, the second to last show of the year. So you do not want to miss it. We're going to step away for about a handful of minutes and play a couple of ads. If you don't want to see these ads, then I implore that you subscribe to Games Done Quick, get all those nice emotes as well as that ad-free viewing and supporting and funding future hotfix shows like these. So we're going to hop into the green room and get both of our competitors ready and tell them what it really do. And you do not go away because we got one more game coming up after this. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Welcome to the 7th episode of Super Boss Brothers, hosted live on GDQ Hotfix. We are at the final game of the series. We have two folks for you. Scavenger 216 and Liam Atlas at the helm. Now we have Liam actually kind of crush the competition this session, already being crowned Super Boss, but Scavenger is going to probably, maybe possibly, hopefully run it back with Challenge 7. Brother John, how we doing? How are you?
Well, after I have cleaned myself up from the whatever just happened in Game 6, laughs, and I may lose my home because of noise, but I don't care. It was worth it. And but yeah, we're going to take it down our 7th game here. There's only one game left in the mix that has not been selected, which is our last game here. And again, it's worth 4 points, and so we can still keep it kind of close here. But the redemption game for Scav, right? We're going to call it that.
We're gonna call it that, I think.
All right. Well, without being around the bush here, I guess we'll go ahead and show it up. There's only one option, which is number 1. Game 7 worth 4 points, and let's show our lovely audience what the final game of the evening is going to be.
Yeah!
I sense you're happy.
No.
Okay.
After all of this, look, this game list has been great. After all of these twists and turns of bite-sized games and randomizers and Somari, I think I am ready to settle down for some good old vanilla Mega Man 5, like as I remember it.
Yeah, man. This is by the way, shouts out to my tech. So we gave them the recommended boss order, and my dumb self put the boss orders from Mega Man 2 Game Boy in there instead of Mega Man 5. Oops. So shouts out. That was I'm bad. Okay.
Was that amended? No, John.
I'm bad.
Bad to the bone.
No, I literally messed up. So anyway, shouts out to our tech who actually put the right weakness. Our players will know what to do.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Mega Man 5, probably known as the all those who will have Mega Man 5 reference. Mega Man 5 known for its very, very high 1-up drop rate, which is apparently is identical to 4, interesting enough. Or 6, which one. But yeah, Mega Man 5 is kind of, I want to say this is kind of one of the easier, not easiest, but maybe easier kind of. Maybe I'm unique in my thoughts. But yeah, this was the one that I think was, well, I didn't own this game. I think my first game was Mega Man 4 actually. But
I had not
most
played a classic Mega Man until 8.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Mega Man 5 was the debut of Beat in the Mega Man series. I think most people remember that. That lovely Bluebird. That
and
would
also the debut of the S Arrow. That nice movement in lieu of that of the items for Rush.
Oh wait, And it's the debut of the Mega Tank.
The M Tank.
The M Tank, man. So many firsts happened in Mega Man 5 here, man.
And this is really good. This is like primo classic Mega Man 2. You got your slides, you got your charge shots, you got really risky precision platforming.
Oh wait,
but you got all this optimization that you could do, and you got Crystal Skip. If I see any one of these folks pull off Crystal Skip,
nah, that ain't happening. No.
Okay, all right, fine. Ruin the fun, John.
Okay, what would you do if one of them does Crystal Skip?
They win the game.
They win the game. They just win the game. Just instant winner.
Yep.
They win.
But they I mean, I don't think they know how to do this. We'll see.
I barely remember myself.
This game has such good music too. Really lengthy retro gaming experience. All right.
Yeah.
But we seem to be all ready for the final game of the night.
Yep.
With good old Mega Man 5.
Mega Man V.
No, that's Game Boy.
Ah, I'm impressed. You have superior knowledge.
I know my etymology. All right. Who's gonna count off? Is it
you?
Did you do it, Les? I am.
Because you run more Mega Man games than I do.
Okay. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It is time for Mega Man 5.
Yeah.
The recommended boss order? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So recommended boss order for them, we gave them was Starman first. Buster only boss. But as you can see, Scav is going with Gravity, and Gravity isn't really that hard with boss either, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just an interesting choice, yeah.
You know, I think he just wants to play upside down, apparently, you know. That's the whole gimmick of obviously. It's interesting. We have two levels that have gravity issues, honestly. We've got one with low gravity and one with just to flip you upside down instead.
Oh yeah, a little gravity well, yep.
So, but yeah, so, oh, that's crazy actually. So Liam Adams has a low gravity mode, so he's got to watch his jumps, especially with spike ceilings. You know how that works. And Scav just got to be careful when he's traversing up to down and in this VV mode here.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like the type of damage that you're gonna be doing. We have a counter for the 1-ups.
Yeah, so we have a 1-up counter on the lid. I'm not sure, but we're at 1. I'm hoping for at least like 15 personally.
Oh, trying to game that, but no respawning. Are we gonna get that flag? No!
I know, dear. I think it was just a bad jump. I know he wasn't going for the hill. That was just a bad jump. Sometimes we just try to damage boost and just go for the easy strikes across the spikes. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this game though, in every level you'll see a letter. If you grab all those letters, that will allow you to have beat with you. Liam unfortunately taking another death here. Maybe that low clearance, low gravity is getting to him a little bit.
Okay, all right. We have a word from production that we have a 1-up counter now.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, ain't it beautiful?
Scav has the 1-up.
Thank you.
We're gonna be counting them. Dad, if you see any, definitely point them out as well.
Yeah.
Play along at home.
Perfect, yo. Yeah, so we're talking about 1-ups that just drop normally, and Liam, Liam too good to slide. He's just gonna walk it out. And be careful though. Hopefully that Mega Man 5 reference will give him some more lives here, because look what you did. Look what you did.
Scav kind of taking it.
Yeah, Scav's got to gravity down again. That ain't hard boss. And Charge Buster is pretty powerful in Mega Man 5, honestly, on all the bosses.
Such an amazing hitbox on it, and it's a really nice one. Really nice rendition of it.
Yeah. But you know what's not amazing in this game? Rush Coil.
Which version of Rush Coil is this?
This is the one where you like jump on him and then Rush moves up in the air with you and then you jump. Yeah, it's the Garbo Coil, if you ask me. Oh, there's another one for Liam there. Yes, one up for Scav and one now for Liam Atlas. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is what the world is coming to you all. You're watching GDQ and watching us with a 1-up counter for Mega Man 5. Yeah. Quality Friday entertainment here. No. Oh, we may have a slight delay on the layout showing Banjo-Kazooie. Don't worry, it's that part of the stream is running on wireless dial-up. It's okay. It's okay. But we've upgraded our bandwidth now. Scavenger also decided to upgrade his death counter by the negative variant, going down to the pit. But it's all good though. It's all good.
All right, we got Scav with making a pretty nice progress through the Gyro Man stage.
Yeah, this is a level that a lot of speed strats using Super Arrow in this level here. Super Arrow basically kind of like almost like your magnet beam in Mega Man 1 is kind of what makes the run a run because of so much. I mean, the speed is not even comparable to sliding. I mean, it's just night and day. How much faster you move, and oh boy, Liam having a little iframe time on the spikes there.
That kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Yeah, that was a little terrifying there, a little bit. I mean, if he was in Mega Man 7, he'd been dead. Mega Man 7 iframes are like blink once dead. Okay, next. It's so fast. That's my one thing I don't like about Mega Man 7. He's gotta be careful though. He definitely cannot do that. You know, I will hush now.
As much as Liam's kind of grinding these 1-ups, he certainly is burning through them.
Yeah, he also has a complete stage. You know, we've got one stage clear for Scav. He's over here on Gyro. Oh!
He tried to do the damage boost.
He did, and that's unfortunate.
Here's the thing: when you slide in classic Mega Man, your horizontal like hitbox kind of like extends out a little bit so that you can like kind of make easier ledge jumps as Mega Man.
Yeah.
Whereas in like Mega Man 2, you're not able to do that with like really long gaps and platforms and all that stuff. Mega Man 5 certainly makes it easier, especially since you can jump out of your slide at any given moment, not like Mega Man 3, where there's like a little bit of startup delay to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's so much tech in Mega Man games with sliding and jumping out of slides, and oh my goodness. I mean, even across the NES series, even the Game Boy series has its own like tech for sliding. Is Mega Man speedruns are something, I tell you that.
They really are.
You know,
you gotta love the classics.
Yeah.
We're making quick work of this Gyro Man Scavenger.
Yeah, it is pretty free when you get that weakness down. Just don't use it too early so you can have just enough to kill him, but no problem. And that's 2 down for Scav now. Scav is not playing around today in this Mega Man. Look at that entire buster just tink off.
Oh, that's an AT-AT, sir. Like that's that is built tough.
Hey, so Scav is going to go to his third ball. Is heading over to looks like Crystal. I see Crystal.
Are we gonna be seeing the Crystal skip?
I want to tell Scav if he does Crystal skip, he wins the game.
He wins the game.
He literally wins the game.
That's just literally it.
You know, but I don't know about that. Liam taking a death to Starman. Gotta be careful here.
It's the Starman.
Lord, no.
Second Starman.
So Liam definitely needs to get some buster shots here. Many more bars. By many, I mean 3 versus 1. Honestly, this guy's natural weakness is waterway, which no one likes. very annoying weapon. You have to be on the ground to even use it.
Was that a 1-up from Scavenger? I don't know what he got from Eddie.
Was that a 1-up? I think it was. Chat can confirm, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't hear the...
Oh no, Liam taking a death.
The game over?
Starman.
No? All right, cool.
Oh my goodness. How many lives did Liam have? He was definitely up there. All right, he's got his charges going now. There you go. You see, a big difference. We got 3 bars versus just one little puny low percent
the low
booster.
gravity to your advantage, and the star shield is actually one of the easier ones against bosses to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, the boss is pretty predictable. He always just goes towards where you are. Generally speaking, so if you kind of stay grounded this way, we just slide under him almost every single time with no issue, but just be careful here. Yeah,
he's careful. Scavenger hanging on by a thread, but he does have an E-tank. Doesn't have an E-tank he can possibly use. And
Liam. Liam was down
nice.
to 1 versus 1 there, and the feels when you die beside an M-tank.
You know that Mouse Winslow from Cat Dog. He just comes out and then he just goes right back.
Yes, that's exactly what that mouse did. Literally trampled him and then went back the other way. Like, okay, my mission is done. God, man.
You're always talking about the E-tank. He's like, oh, I got you now.
Then
picked up that mega tank.
So Liam got his first master down, so he's one on the board here, and he is also going to follow suit with Scav and go to gravity now. Scav is going to grab the V. You got your V, you got your V. I'm a superstar now. Don't judge me, but it's all good. I've been watching too much Bring It On or something. I've been watching that movie like too much lately. I don't know. So Scav is definitely showing some strong Mega Man here, though. I'm just saying, man.
Like speaking of bringing it on, like Scav's kind of bringing it. I'm telling you, this is the redemption game, 2D speedrunner. Like this is his home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that.
So so Crystal Man obviously weak to Gyro, and
who isn't? You know, like
you just go walk around throwing gyros at people, grease and everything. Just sandwich. Don't do that, please.
Please, King's Done Quick does not condone throwing gyros, literal edible gyros at your.
No, wasting that food. Shoot, I'm hungry too. There's another 1-up there for Liam. That's got 4 1-ups for him. Jeez, man.
Sheesh.
What's going to happen? Are we going to have more 1-ups acquired or more stages cleared? That's the real question right now. Right now, he's too busy getting stomped on by this big old purple passion stepper. Oh, he respawned him. He walked too far to the left. Oh my goodness.
What stage is Scavenger in right now? It's the
What? Scav is in that one stage. Wait.
You're right.
Wait, no, wait.
I looked up and it was like, is this like a demake of Neon Tiger stage?
No. Did you just say what?
It looked like Neon Tiger stage.
Did you just see that? Liam had 2 1-ups. One of them he didn't grab that spawn, and then one on the next enemy spawn, he grabbed that one. So I guess we'll count the one that he actually grabbed, put him in what? Is that 5 now, or was that 4?
I remember Napalm Man. These are the mines, and then the chopper. Oh, you get out, Joel.
Oh my lord.
Get out, Joel now.
Dude, that enemy is so annoying. Oh my goodness.
Like every Joe enemy is, and like.
But this one is just awful, man. He flies faster than you can move, and oh no, and Liam has exploded all over the screen here. Yeah, he went to gravity. He does have the weakness, which is Star Crush. Star Crush is kind of like a slightly better leaf shield from Mega Man 2.
Yeah, it makes extremely quick work of this boss as well.
Yeah, just gotta be careful because his bullets can actually destroy your shield if it hits them. So.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But generally, you can stay pretty close to him, or you can also throw it. But he's going with the full contact approach. Just get bodied and
Which
It
is great
works.
because you have a shield on, and like the body contact damage that you suffer from Robot Masters in 5 is vastly easier to deal with
You
than
think?
contact damage in Mega Man 4. Oh my lord.
4 or 3 or many of them in Scav. You know, it's a very common spot for people to die in the Napalm Man stage. It's in the last area. As if the little pits where things are popping out. Dude, that's just traditional Mega Man right there. There's a pit, jump across the pit, but wait, there's an enemy coming out the pit that kills you. Like, that's just so Mega Man-esque, it makes no sense.
And that enemy explodes.
Yeah, you kill it.
Like particles and fragments. I remember you Wily 1, or sorry, it was like Wily 2 stage and Mega Man 1. Ugh.
Yeah, man, this is, oh my goodness, the frames, the flicker. So Liam is gonna be over there on
There goes those gotcha enemies that you were talking about.
Oh man, that is.
But it's the thing about those gotcha enemies that come out of the pits is that like they're vastly different in like pixel size and hitbox size and startup time. Every single Mega Man, you never know. Like, you have to adjust to each and every Mega Man game.
Yeah, this. I think it's a good. Hey, it's different. It keeps you on your toes, but man, it's. You know, everyone. I think anyone that's played any Mega Man game knows. Especially, you know, there's always like I think Mega Man 3 is a good example. Like Snake Man stage. There's like enemies all the way up to the boss door, and you get hit, bam,
Yes.
back to the checkpoint you go.
Yes,
And it's
absolutely
so annoying,
crushing.
man.
Soul crushing.
I mean, but that's Mega Man, a boss all the way into the door, and then body. Just like Scavenger. He's got to get past. What are these things even called?
The missiles, the guided missiles.
They got little faces on, like, hey, hi, I'm here to kill you.
Like all of Wily's contraptions, you know.
Yeah. Liam's gotta be a little careful on this long set. This is kind of a scary part if you don't really know what's going on here. But meanwhile, Scav is gonna take care of Napalm and Napalm and using Crystal Eye. Crystal Eye will, if you hit the wall, it's gonna ricochet into 3 pieces. Otherwise, you can just hit them.
Look at all that lag generated. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, if you ricochet, you can get 2 hits on the same shot, but he's gotta be. Oh no!
Don't tell me.
Death everywhere. One
Okay,
bar
cool.
death for Scav. Liam gets spiked to death on the vertical moving spike section.
Hey, and y'all, this is what classic Mega Man's kind of all about. Like there's a trial and error for platforming segments, and there are really challenging boss fights like right at the end. Like the action doesn't stop as soon as you enter a stage.
Liam also has a 5th one up though. Also, I know you got another one there, but Scav, no problem here. Ooh, Liam in the clutch slide there. And he's gonna be all right as Scav is another Robot Master down, man.
There we go. And again, for our final challenge, it's just the good old progression game. Get as far as you can. We'll see how they are on par with 8 Robo Masters. It seems that now that Liam and Scavenger are into the groove of things, you might be seeing a lot more of the game.
Yeah, Scav is 4 down. This will be Liam's 3rd one once he gets through with Gyro. Because Gyro is pretty simple. Again, just gotta use it, but don't mash it because you see he's like kind of 1 shot off right now. So he'll have to buster out the rest of them. Oh, he gets clobbered. Don't die. Well, he's got 2 lives, but he doesn't want to do this buster only.
Not at all. But
well,
didn't he have an E-tank?
yeah, he did. Oh, well,
no,
he
he
did, but not then. Well, so now he's got a buster only. He's got 2 attempts at it. He's got 1 life in reserve here, but he has used up all of his weapon energy. But he just needs to get 8 hits. Math. 8 times 3, 24. Uh-oh.
He got clubbed in the back. Scav with the 1-up.
Yeah, Scav another one. Man, gotta love it. So this is Liam's last try. Otherwise, it's gonna be a game over. He's going to start the level over again. But yeah, picking up all the letters in the game will give you the ability to use Beat, which is a lovely bird that you can summon, and he'll just basically home into enemies and kill them. Kind of useful on the latter part of the game for the Wally stages. But let's see, Liam has kind of gotten it down now. I think it looks like he's gotten it. Ooh, let's see if we can hold on. Oh boy, Jarrell giving some really quick patterns here. He's just gotta hold on for one more shot here. Ugh.
Nice.
And that's how you bust only. You thought you had the games quick. Well, see, this is not games quick. It may be on the channel, but today, for those who haven't seen the stream before this event, this is Super Boss Brothers, where it's not about the speed. It may be about speed for racing, but it's not about having superior knowledge of the game. These players are playing games that usually they don't know what they're doing. We get a game, they get a challenge, they get time, and they gotta go and meet the goal of whatever it is.
Oh, nice E-Tang grab.
Wow, did you see that? Wow. I didn't realize that was even possible, actually, with the extra horizontal width. I'm usually scared of doing that myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, another one up. Dude.
Didn't need that. Oh, I thought you despawned the platform, but nice putting it back in the frame.
Yeah. Dude, we only have 10 1-ups between these two now. 5 for Scav, 5 for Liam, and telling you, man. Yeah, but yeah, for those who don't know, who have never seen the show, not every show that you see on the show is all about going as fast as possible. Sometimes we give them unknown games, which if you watch the channel, you may have seen several shows that involve people playing games they've never seen before. Like, Kuroso Grande.
I thought that was like a Somari pit.
Uh-oh. Yeah, no, not that one. No, you can get out of that one. It's just really laggy, unfortunately. So, you know, isn't that crazy though? But nevertheless, Liam is going to go over the crystal here as Scavenger has Stone Man. Scavenger's going to acquire the best weapon ever in just a bit. Oh boy.
Very nice kill. I thought we were going for crystal skip here, but
yeah. Oh my goodness there. So here we go. Scav is going through. That's 5 down for him.
another one up for Liam.
Mm-hmm. So still having the edge there, and off we go. Yeah, Stone Man. So what do you think, man? Do you think Stone Man's weapon is like the worst in the Mega Man franchise?
No, because Topspin is still in the game.
You think Topspin is worse than that?
Yeah.
But Topspin can
I don't find a single application other than like the boss weakness. It never works. Another one up for Liam Atlas.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, oh boy.
I like
oh boy.
Power Stone. It's pretty cool.
But Topspin can like one-hit kill things. Like,
yeah,
just like that crystal can apparently. Oh lordy. God, nigga, we need like a death counter for these pit enemy deaths here.
That's every classic
man.
Mega Man.
It really is, huh? Oh my goodness. But yeah, for those in chat who are wondering, the whole thing about this show is imagine you being a top-notch gamer. Like, hey, I can do any game. Okay, so we take these top-notch gamers and give them games they've never seen before to see how they can fare, how they can adapt on the fly to an unknown game with an unknown goal. How fast can they figure out the controls, the schemes, the game, the mechanics? This is what Super Boss Brothers is all about. Testing that knowledge. Not anyone can learn a game and go speedrun it, but how can you adapt to a game you don't know? How quickly can you acquire the skills and knowledge to beat that? That is what we do on this show.
I think it's within reason that the rule of thumb is that you're not allowed to have an opinion about video games until you've played Somari.
Is that the initiation process?
I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you played Somari. Then we can talk the real meat and potatoes.
So until you get a permanent gamer card, you have to play Somari and complete it, not just beat World 1 like our players did earlier. You need to beat the whole game without any kind of save state system. Yeah. Damageless. Okay, maybe not damageless, but no, just. Where is Waldo? Are we that rude?
Oh, see, look at Power Stone doing stuff.
Yeah, now see, Scab obviously knows a little bit about that. That may be. Oh no! He was stunned. And my man got trampled. He got trampled by that. He said, "I'll show you your speed tech." So obviously, Scab knows a little bit about Stoneman. So first of all, Stoneman being as bad of a weapon as is. You see him pausing after you use it because that actually despawns the other stones off the screen, allowing him to hit it again. However, if you aren't in the right place, well, you saw what happened.
Yo, you got that E-Tank, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and put on getting
Liam,
that hard stop by Crystal.
Yeah, that's kind of rude there. Imagine putting your confidence in Power Stone. Jeez.
And I want to be like on the side of it's not that bad, but we just saw it.
Yeah, it's that bad. By the way, Liam wrecking Crystal Man there. Had my man almost in just walk and get hit and just nonstop and got rid of him. So that's 6 robot matches down for Scavenger. Liam, I believe, is just 1 behind now. Over 5.
Less than 5 minutes left. Gav.
What? Power Stone HD remaster? Wait, what?
I love it. It would still be at like 8 frames a second.
Like if we took like the classic Mega Mans from like 1 through 11. Okay, synonymous to a game that you know now a little bit better. With Wally Wars. So anyone that's played Wally Wars, now there's this all-encompassing level, Wally Tower, where you get to choose the items you use from Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. Imagine if they did that with, say, 4, 5, and 6. Would you have Power Stone in your lineup, in your arsenal? I mean, think about it, man. You could have Power Stone and Charge Kick.
I would have Charge Kick. Yeah, just let's get that out the way. Just Charge Kick, 100% absolute key. Right?
Power Stone, Charge Kick, and Top Spin. Come on now.
Because Top Spin actually works in Wily Wars.
It does work in Mega Man 3 as well. Have you not seen a Doppeldinger fight with the whole cheating strat? I'm sorry, not cheating, just simply menuing.
I have. But like literally every other time, like
maybe you just don't know how to use it right.
I haven't put enough elbow grease in it. Just hadn't.
Well, I can get you a coupon for some WD-40 if you need some. I mean, what?
Just hadn't pressed down on that top spin button enough.
Oh my goodness. Gotta be careful here.
Top loader in order to top spin.
Now see here. Now see here. By the way, Scab's gonna be careful. For those who don't know, in this auto scroll, you cannot pause or use any kind of E-tanks or M-tanks or anything. So, Nick said he's gonna be boom. Well,
he should have gotten S arrow, right? Or no, did he not do Starman?
Yeah,
no, he didn't do Starman.
Liam was down to 1 single bar of help. Oh wait, never mind. He's his tank, thankfully.
But we do have coming up on nine 1-ups from Lion.
Wow. What does Power Stone do? Absolutely nothing. No. It's just bad. It's just when you use the weapon, it just blossoms from your chest and just scatters all across the screen, and you can't use it again until all your pieces disappear. And Liam with that same death that Scav did. Man, who chose this game? Well, actually, I can't complain. God, they're doing pretty good at it, actually. It's just your typical Mega Man deaths. You know?
Yeah, we all know with like classic Mega Man, like deaths are like extremely punishing. Like, not only are you kind of like there at the death screen for like so long,
you know,
just kind of sitting there and like, you know, thinking about what you just did. But checkpoints, especially in like the latter stages, are kind of brutal.
I know one thing. I'm impressed that in these 30 minutes, we have acquired 16 one-up drops. 16 one-up drops between two players in 28 minutes. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't even blame it. They could probably hit 20 combined. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 17. My bad. There's one drop for Scavenger. Of course, looks like he's going to leave. Oh, my God. Scav's in trouble. Oh, no, he's okay. Just don't down the single enemy before the ball store. Imagine dying here.
I think he has a like that rat.
Like, oh God, Liam, please.
A rat just came out the cut.
Yeah, they've all been given the balls weaknesses, by the way, just to help them out a little bit. And of course, wow, Scavenger just got like washed.
No. This is
speared?
you know, I'm gonna take a death abuse here. You know, like he's actually.
Is that the excuse we're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to optimal death here to replenish.
Why else would you? He was wanting away from
I know. Leave me alone. I've done it too. You've done it.
Yeah.
By the way,
I did it earlier today.
Charge kick.
Oh, best weapon.
Is it really?
Give me a fast like Mega Man like port with charge kick in it, and just like let me go. Let me zoom. And that is time, by the way.
Yeah, that is time there.
Just shy of an additional Robot Master left, but excellent display.
But wait, they're tied at one-ups.
It's just the one-up challenge?
I mean, I'm just no, it's not the one-up challenge, but they're both still going. Or are they? Well, Scav was on his last stage, Liam was on his next last stage, and they're still going. They can't be stopped.
And that's just the sort of engrossing and immersive gameplay of a classic Mega Man. This is what gaming is supposed to feel like. You're having fun, and like even though you've achieved something, like you're supposed to stop, you just want to keep going.
Yeah,
you just want to keep going. That's what video games is all about. It's escaping into that world, having fun about it. And much like we've had these two competitors escape into 7 different game challenges, they can now find solace in the fact that they are now the best Garfield Ghostbuster Mickey Mouse person ever.
Mickey Mouse 4. Sorry. Well, actually, Mickey Mouse IV, like the Game Boy numbering of Mega Man. Yeah, it's literally IV. So, well, that's gonna do it, yo. In fact, before we do, we're gonna bring our players in here. I mean, I think Scav is just ready to just do all the doggone robot matches. He's just in the zone now. He's like, man, bump this. I'm still playing.
Yeah, let's get some some post game commentary up here. We'll have these folks say their piece, but I want to say, follow these competitors at their respective Twitch handles. They are extremely proficient at the games that they play, and we have them up here right now for a stern talking to.
A stern talking to.
Stern talking to. Oh, no.
Well, first of all, let's congratulate our winner, Liam Atlas, who did amass the victory as tonight's Super Bowl. So first of all, congratulations to you. And of course, Scavenger going ham and strong in this Mega Man 5. I sense that you may have a slight idea what you do. You know how I know, Scav, you know how I know you knew what you were doing at one point?
The Power Stone thing?
Yeah, see. Yep. See,
no, I'm familiar with it. I just haven't played it in probably 2 or 3 years.
I got you. Well, let's start with Liam. You know what, Bobby? Ask away. what you wanna tease?
How
them
are
about?
you such a golf randomizer aficionado?
Well, I
Wow.
found the one club that worked for almost everything. That dang 9-iron.
How fun was that?
And then, yeah, that thing was strong enough to make it usually like at least halfway there. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this and just learn the stupid power bar for it. Like that, the one wedge was useful in a couple spots, but usually we just send it flying over. But no, it was actually a lot of fun. It was still surprising to me how much fun I had on that stupid golf game.
Tell you, golf can be fun.
That almost hurt me. Like me not having been like a fan of golf for like a while. I absolutely enjoyed Golf Randomizer. It's like don't call it stupid.
Oh no, I mean, I thought it was going to be terrible. Like I really thought it was going to be terrible, and it was just.
Yeah, I know. No, I know what you meant. Like. Scavenger.
What's up, Bobby?
How did you feel on that Somari boss? I'm sorry, not Somari boss. We'll get to Somari later. The Sonic Chaos boss, because you were having a little bit of a struggle there.
I sincerely could not tell if I was even dealing damage to it.
Did you know there was a secret mechanic that determines how easy or hard that boss is?
John filled me in on that in the intermission between games, and I instantly felt dumb.
Yeah, because in fact, Liam, I don't think I told you yet. I mean, you may not know it either, but yeah, on that boss, when you're playing Sonic, the second boss, the little bobblehead looking boss, the amount of HP that the boss has is determined by which tube you go in before. There were like 3 tubes, so the higher tube you go through, the less amount of HP the boss has.
How is anybody supposed to know that? Seriously.
I mean, I guess he assumed that you all were just amazing gamers, and who cares how much HP it has? But yeah, it's just one of those strange things they programmed in for who knows whatever reason. Go figure. Yeah, but I feel so bad, man, because we kind of, God, man, we give you Mario Advance, then you got Sonic, Sonic Chaos, and then we decided to merge Mario and Sonic together into the creation called Somari. You don't hate us, do you?
You know, I thought we were friends, Big John. No, I was playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a we. That's not.
I've seen enough Mario and Sonic marathons, and I know Big John picked that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't entirely
I feel
hate
exposed.
it. I've played worse.
I got stuck in a pit like 20 times.
Oh, and then you can't get out of the pit because the rings just keep bouncing off the wall and right back in your face.
Yep.
Oh boy.
How was the Somari experience from either one of you? From both of you?
Painful, but I've definitely played worse. I mean, I had the blind race Chinese Super Mario World, the NES pirate bootleg, whatever you want to call it. It was that was probably the worst game I've ever played in my life.
You know, the real question is, are you all going to go back to Somari and complete it?
Definitely not. I am going to do whatever I can do tonight to erase the memory of that game from my brain.
You know, John,
Wow.
just because of this, I might add Golf Randomizer and Somari as like incentives for the channel or something.
You know, fun fact, there's actually a fan-made remake of Somari that was redone as a PC game, which actually makes it playable. It fixes all the control issues. There's no more get stuck in pits. They like raised up the depth of the pit, so there's no more getting stuck anymore.
But is it Somari anymore?
I mean, it's actually called Somari 3D Blast 5. Don't even ask me why it has such a long name, but literally Somari 3D Blast 5.
It's not 3D in any way. That's the great thing.
No.
What about the first
it's literally, well, They were the beta versions, and they just skipped and released the final product as 5, I guess. I don't know. So, but yeah, man. So so you all got through the whole Mario and Sonic block, and then you had new challenges, eh?
Banjo was fun.
Banjo.
I haven't played Banjo since I was a little kid, and once I got back into the flow of it, I was having fun with that one.
And I've played Banjo-Kazooie for maybe 5 minutes total in my life before today.
Yeah, I was mentioning to the audience earlier where it's like, I know Scav to be like a 2D platformer, like, you know, aficionado. I don't think I've ever seen him play like a lick of like any 3D stuff, like Banjo or anything. So it's like, it'll be interesting to see like how he routes this out. And it can be extremely, you get really lost in like an expansive world like that, especially a collectathon.
Especially when I have no idea going in, like anything about the stage.
Well, I think it was too bad. I mean, we gave you the first level, so I don't think it was too bad. We could have chosen far worse levels, that's for sure. I know that. But then of course, and the game that I think you all love both so much, Garfield Labyrinth.
You know what the funny thing about that one is, Big John? During the last break, I went to talk to the missus, and she was like, and she's watching over there, and she's like, "Oh God, I remember that Garfield game." And she was like, "I instantly felt bad for you both."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All they had to do.
But she's not a fan of it either, apparently.
Now, if only Garfield could actually drill at all angles, or at least 4 directions.
That's what I was going to say. All they had to do is make him able to drill straight downwards, and the game would have been a million times better with that one change.
Yeah, you saw how when you wanted to go like vertically, you had to kind of work. You had like drill 3 times and then move. You kind of know the pattern, so you could like end it where you wanted to be at. Otherwise, like both of you all died when the blocks respawned right on top of you. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you almost had to drill.
It definitely made me feel stupid, but I enjoyed it.
Don't worry, you gave Bobby a heck of a bunch of laughs on that. I can tell you that. More so for Banjo-Kazooie, honestly.
Oh, Banjo! I just had nothing but mostly fond memories with Banjo-Kazooie. So I was just seeing the dialogue just kind of scroll on through, just hearing just all the ambience, all the sound effects. Like I hope y'all had fun with the challenge as much as I had like watching it.
Oh, yeah, this challenge was a blast. I thought I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Of course, even though we had a win already there, but we had to play all 7 games, and of course, Mega Man 5. Obviously, watching Gav there, kind of shining a bit there with his gameplay there. I see you.
I tried.
So when are you gonna pick up a Mega Man game?
I've ran a couple, just not this one. I've ran Mega Man 2. I've run X1 and X2, Maverick Hunter X. That's about it.
Well, maybe this is a good way to tell our audience right now, since we're talking about you, Scavenger, your stream. Tell them what you do. Tell them what you run. Tell them your birthmark, all the necessities, okay? Everything they need to know about you.
I run a lot of different things, primarily like Blaster Master, Castlevania games. I run a lot of different Castlevania. It's too many to list. I don't know. I just pick a lot of different games up to run. I promise I'm much better at games I actually speedrun than the stuff that we played here today.
Sure. No, he really is. He really is. You should make sure you
really
give him a follow.
All right, well, where can these folk find you, Mr. Scavenger?
At twitch.tv/scavenger216. Also, same Twitter handle, Scavenger216.
There you go.
That's about the best ways.
There you go. So make sure you show some Scavenger 216 some love as well. And of course, also Liam Atlas, promote yourself, man. Tell them about what you do, why you do it, when you do it, and whomsoever you do it. What do you say?
And say it with confidence and pride. You are the super boss for tonight.
Well, what I normally run is Link to the Past, vanilla, just whatever, and also randomizers. And right now, what I've been streaming usually on the weekends when I get time, and it's been a lot of Link to the Past and Super Metroid combo randomizer. I also poorly run Super Metroid, but I do enough to get by. And aside from that, I'm dipping my feet into that KH2 Final Mix randomizer that's been out there recently.
Love it.
So if any of that or random randos or SNES games interest you, that's kind of my wheelhouse.
All right. Thank you very much for competing, both of you competitors. Liam, congratulations once again on becoming the super boss for this episode. What an episode this has been. This has been episode 7, and we have one more of the year, a special holiday episode with 2 very special guests that I know you folk absolutely love and adore. And that is going to be in 2 weeks from now. That's right. Friday, December 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to catch up on all previous games of Boss Brothers in the meantime, then you definitely want to head on over to Games Done Quick's YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be able to have access to all of the VODs updated pretty instantly as well. And do that as well. John, it's been a great one. You have anything to say before we peel away for tonight?
Hakuna Matata means no worries for the rest of your days. Oh no, but thank you all so much.
When I was a young warthog. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you what. The best news I got today, Sister Act 3. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, go Google later.
Wait, it's real?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that's anyways, yes. Do you remember the intro of Sister Act 2? That was like my favorite thing on the show almost, Besides old boy breaking down the Holy Ghost. But anyway, moving on forward fast. Thank you all so much again. As always, it's always a pleasure to do this with this overly tall dude, Bobby, over here. And of course, it's always awesome to have all of you all, one of the people in the chat who come here to support Games Done Quick and support the Hot Fix shows and support myself and Bobby on our new show together. So thank you all so much. Again, like he said, if you missed this show, part of the show, or any past show, or any Hot Fix show at all, again, all the stuff is right here on twitch.tv as well as GDQ's YouTube channel. So you all will not be able to miss or catch up on anything you love, because I want to see what the heck I said during the show, because I kind of forgot part of it because I was a little bit in hysteria mode thanks to this guy, Bobby. So
yeah.
But you all be safe.
We're all done with that now. And
yeah.
And I think we could settle down with some more video games to cap off the night. So, hey, y'all that are viewing the live broadcast, do not go away. We're going to take another quick short break before we actually set off with a raid to a fellow member of the retro speedrunning community. So get your emotes ready, especially if you are subscribed to Games Done Quick. Pick your favorite GDQ emote to raid with. And if you are not subscribed with Games Done Quick, you definitely want to hit that subscribe button, get all of the emotes that we have to offer, and take solace and also pride in partially funding our future hotfix episodes, not only Boss Brothers, but all the new shows that we have on the rotation. So that's going to be it from us here at Super Boss Brothers. For me, Brother John, Liam Atlas, the Super Boss, the producer, and Scavenger 216, we bid you good night and good fights. And stick around for that raid. We'll be seeing you in 2 weeks. Have a good night, y'all.